Well, let's see. We last left off. We had captured Near in Vain. We had killed his dragon. We had gone to. From there, we had met the metallic dragon. Otar Elia Carlos. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. But she took us up to the mountains that I can't remember the name of, where we met the metallic dragon council, essentially. And Aiden gave a great speech.
God damn.
They made a lot of demands. They snapped Ollie's neck after he made a demand or a trade offer.
Bit off your head.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Literally.
Yeah, we had to do a little bit of cheating to bring him back, but that's okay.
Apparently, I'm not sure how I should have taken that exactly because
What's the thing again? Sorry. What's the
Can I get
Xeno
posters
Aloe
for fantasy
Dragon?
grounds?
Xeno Ally Dragon.
Xeno Ally Daring Goblin.
No, there's a fourth one in there.
Xeno
There you go.
Ally,
Xeno Ally
Daring
Daring Goblin.
I guess it doesn't help typing it into Fantasy Grounds.
give me just a minute.
So, after we finished the talk with the Dragon Council, what did we leave with? Like, do we still need to do things for them? I wasn't entirely certain.
That's a good point. Kaysen and I were talking about that, and to be honest, we were kind of confused about the whole situation. All I really got was Melendrak was pissed, and Braun Anvil was pissed.
I think his default state is pissed.
No comment. He's adorable. But that's about as far as we got, I think. I do believe.
So much anger in a short little body.
I did have one question about the Metallic Dragon conference thing. When Ollie asked about when they were talking about the mask and he was saying it's not yours, but I'll make you trade for it. What was the deal with the copper dragon? Because it seemed like she was laughing and clapping and like she was thoroughly amused by it or something.
She likes to mess with humans. And is a little irreverent when it comes to everything else.
Okay, I just got news. Ladies and gentlemen, the skunk has been captured.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Now what? I don't know what the hell we're going to do now.
You slowly approach the cage and you cover it.
Got two words for you. Beyond
Probably
Thunderdome.
using
So okay, Kai. So I was going over stuff, Kaysen the other day, and I realized I'm missing 1 point from my armor class because of my Soul of the Forge.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, 21 armor class is no joke.
Jeez.
I am going to miss that mask.
I'm sorry. You don't wear armor, so you decided to wear armor, didn't you? I don't remember.
As of right now, I've got on a pair of bracers of defense. But I do have a set of leather armor I could put on. It would cancel out bracers.
I can bless your armor and give you an extra armor class. Then I'd be 20 and you'd be 17?
Yeah, that would make mine 17. If you want to, hey, if you're going to offer, I'll take it.
Well, you're a swashbuckler now, so it would behoove you. Yes. It will take half of all of the gems that you currently have upon you.
Not a chance.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of gems.
It is a lot of gems. 50,000 gold worth of gems.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, not happening.
Oh, that's a little more than that, because I know you have other gems. I'm just kidding, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, the big point
Okay, good.
that's important. What?
I was just checking stuff.
Sorry, I'm just getting things set up a little bit. Sorry.
Wait a
for the
minute.
delay.
No, you're good. So we're using Electrum now?
No,
Not
I
that
have
know of.
5 Electrum coins.
not anymore. You don't.
Blasphemy.
Oh.
I do too.
Can you turn them into 1,000 gold pieces or whatever they
I'm
are?
pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah, I think so.
Each one is worth 2,000 or something like that.
No way. That's not
I
right.
know what they're supposed to be worth, and y'all ain't even close.
They're
That's 100
electrifyingly
gold?
valuable.
I really
Try
don't know.
try half of a gold piece.
Oh, come on.
Really?
Yep.
I was being
That's
sarcastic.
stupid.
Yeah, they're the 5. So everything else is like 10 per, and then they're 5 per.
Right, yeah, that's why we didn't want them.
Alright, so
What
you
a
guys were just
dumb-
assessed fines for even thinking about using Electrum.
I wasn't thinking about using Electrum. You're the one that assigned Electrum.
I think
This
it
is
was
your
in
fault.
it was in one of the parcels.
That's not mine. I don't know where it came from.
Okay, so everybody know where we're at?
Vaguely.
About to start
the key
council,
thing.
right?
Well, we did that. Are we gonna do it again? Because it was kind of unclear.
Council with the
You've talked the dragons into helping.
Okay.
Yeah, that council, the Council of Waterdeep.
Yeah, I thought we were
Right.
about to start that.
That'll be in a couple days. So you guys have a couple days to do what you want to do about town.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Well, my key thing that I want to do is spend all of my time reforging Lightbringer into a Warhammer, if that is possible. So that I can retain its...
be. You are a Forge Cleric now, right?
Indeed I am. Not so confident on my ability to roll things, but...
Not so good with the rolling.
That is exactly what Kemler looks like.
That armor is
yeah,
fucking
totally.
awesome. Holy cow.
If Kemler had black hair and a round face and a weird like ram horn warhammer.
That armor's pretty sick though.
Yeah, there's no beard there.
It's a little disturbing.
It's a chick.
I have more hair on my chin than I do my head. I know it's a chick.
Alright, just thought I'd point it out.
I was trying to make the subtle hints that this isn't a man.
Yeah, but even a dwarf female should have a nice full beard.
I don't know about a full beard, but a beard a little. Just a little bit. A little bit of facial stubble.
Stubble? She thought that should grow, man. Braid it would be beautiful.
Yeah, there you go. Then she'd have braids
and
everywhere.
it would have curly ends, and it would be very feminine.
To each her own.
That's what you call a dwarven female cleric or warrior, whatever you want to say. It's all good.
So it's a mace now, and you want it to be a warhammer?
Yes, because I want it to be more dedicated to Moradin, not Lathander. I feel a little bit sacrilegious
Oh, I
carrying
see.
around another god's mace.
Okay, and how are you going to do that?
Spending a lot of time reforging.
I'm also proficient, so if me helping him could give him some kind of advantage, I'm not
So like how are you going to reforge it? You know, like we'll assume like the tools are there, like you can find, you know, a Temple to Morden somewhere that has like a forge in the bottom. But what do you do? Like what kind of things do you gather? What kind of changes do you make?
Well, to be honest, if it's possible, I would love to see if there's any mithril available in Waterdeep, which
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely
have.
would be.
Ooh, okay. Well, I would like to buy like a pound of mithril and start by heating up the weird sun-shaped mace head and adding mithril to it to give it uh more density so that it's more of a warhammer and shaping it out because bronze isn't very strong of a metal anyway. That's all for the decorative filigree. So I will reshape it and I'll see if I can find an image of a really awesome warhammer.
There are quite a few.
Oh, I know there's quite a few, but there will
Do
be
you,
a specific shape I want. And I cannot draw, so, you know,
womp womp.
I could probably draw a pretty cool Warhammer. But I would like it to look more like an anvil so that it's proper and cool looking
Moradini.
and more. Damn it, you took the word right out of my mouth.
Moradin-esque.
Oh, that's good. Good. I like that.
Moradinical. I don't know.
More identical.
Moradinific.
Oh.
Ooh, that's cool. It's got the anvil on it. Check it out.
That is cool. Wow, you found that really easy.
Kai's a pro.
That he is. Yes, something more like that. Where the center is more bronze and then I have big mithril ends of awesomeness.
That is wicked.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That even is one-handed looking, isn't it?
That's the thing about Warhammers is they're versatile.
Nice. Cool.
So I could be like, ooh, I don't need a shield today. I'm gonna beat your head in and deal extra damage.
So you want to fight now?
No, not even a little bit.
Come on.
Nah, I'm good.
Actually, I do. Well, I'll let you do your thing.
so
Yep.
trying to come up with a cost here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, that's
I
okay.
know there's a lot going in. I'm just being facetious. Bam! Got it out of my system. Check that out.
Nice.
Not
I
rolling
wish I
anymore.
could do that. I really wish I would have saved all these pages that I spent like 3 hours talking with Kason about.
What were on the pages?
Details for like crafting and refining magic items and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Indeed, it was pretty cool. That was a week ago at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so, you know.
You arrive in town.
I should have like typed it all out
And-
and set it all up.
So you realize you need about, 5 pounds of mithril or so
Oh,
to,
okay,
to,
cool.
to work it out. And down the road a little bit, Ollie kind of points up and he says, "Hey, look, it's a mithril for sale sign."
That's convenient.
So you go into this little establishment, and it is completely spotless. There's literally nothing anywhere. The walls are covered in shelves. There's empty barrels all over. And right there on the table, right in the middle, is a perfectly shaped 5-pound bar of mithril. Standing behind it is the proprietor of this establishment, whose name is... With her back to you, so you don't know her name.
Okay. Is this like a new thing where shopkeepers and sellers of goods wear name tags now?
No. So there's the thing on the 5-pound block, and then there's the proprietor. Red hair and green eyes.
Oh.
That you don't know that because she's turned away, but you imagine.
I'd be able to see her hair.
So do you want to try and steal it from the counter before she turns, or do you want to like cough, or do you want to shoot an arrow in her back?
I will
Before they
I will do
decide,
nut.
she hears them enter and she says, "Sorry, gentlemen, but we're closed for the night. Please come again tomorrow." As I turn around,
Oh.
I
Is this
saw.
a dwarf?
And I
or
just think,
is this a woman?
well, don't you
you-
look to be weary travelers? Tell me, where do you come from?
Oh, I hail from Mithril Hall, and I'm looking to buy some mithril.
Mithril Hall, indeed. And no, she's
Aye.
human.
She's
Oh,
human.
okay.
Oh, okay. Never
Well,
went
you
to her for
happen
me.
to be in the right place. I happen to have some right here, but as you can see, the shop's closing up. But I suppose I have time for one more deal tonight for some very scrappy young men as yourselves have
Oh,
entered my doorway.
you're gonna make me blush.
You won't be the first, dearie.
Damn it, Kai.
Wow. So
Well.
are we with him, or is it just...
At least Ollie was.
Okay. I'm trailing
Well.
behind quietly.
How much would you be asking for that bar of mithril?
That one there, it's 600 gold.
How about 700?
I like your style. It's yours.
Deal.
Ollie's standing at the back and just looking at him like, wrong way.
Let
I
me
have
just
good
get this
plans
package
for the
for you.
mithril.
Oh, what kind of plans have you for it?
I'm looking to make my odd mace here more appropriate for my fighting style.
Oh, I see.
Indeed. While you package that up, where are you from?
I'm from here. I've lived here my whole life. My parents are from a faraway land, but this is where I've called home.
Oh, well, Waterdeep seems to be quite a nice place.
It is indeed. We're all a family. I can't imagine life anywhere else.
Well,
There's a lot of life out there, as we've been
where
finding.
else have you been?
I've been nowhere else. This is my
Well, that might be the problem.
home. A problem indeed. Some of us don't have the luxury of being world travelers. Some of us have responsibility right here at home.
Oh, well, it's not as great as it sounds. Believe me. Bunch of dragons and shite trying to kill us. It's not
And
a good
succeeding.
Sounds like the
Aye.
things I read in the books at home.
time.
Do you
books
really
are
live
good.
that life?
Unfortunately.
It grows on you.
Kemmler looks like just gets that distant look in his face. I do miss Mithril Hall.
Well, perhaps someday you'll find your way home too. Now, gentlemen, you'll have to forgive me, but I have a very busy day in front of me still. So if you don't mind, we'll package this up and send you on your way. But I must say, it was quite a pleasure getting to meet you all.
Oh, the pleasure was ours. Alright, so 700 gold.
You already paid 52,
Oh.
or you're down to 52 flat.
Oh, right on. Way to go.
Nice. That's
On
quite a bargain for me.
The more
I'm buying
favor I
rounds
can
at the
get.
bar tonight.
Ollie made me do that. That tavern keep is like, yeah, all the gold. Okay, so I need to find a forge to do some forgery.
Alright, so you guys have now left the shop. I wave you off. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck in your travels. We hope to see you again soon.
Aye, thank you very much.
And again, I'm also proficient in blacksmith tools, so if I can lend a hand somehow, let me know.
Well, I forgot to bring this up with you. Were you planning on doing anything over the, what was it, week we had?
My only plan is to test out the new strength I have in some pit fighting or something, but otherwise, no, I'm free to accompany you guys on your missions.
Cool. Well, if you aid me with
So-
smithing, I will definitely have a scrap with you. Much to my chagrin.
Why don't you roll me a forging check?
Ooh,
The perfect forging check music.
Would I get advantage since Hind would be aiding me?
You would, yes.
Awesome.
I'm getting visions of flowers blooming in the blue sky behind me.
Often happens in
13
forgeries.
beats a 3.
Yeah! Nice.
It does. You would add your wisdom to that, probably, right?
Probably, which is
Yeah.
4. So 17. Oh, yes, much better.
Beautiful.
Go ahead and check your item.
Woo!
I'm excited.
Drumroll.
It's a Warhammer now!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah!
We did good work.
You can rename it if you don't want it to be Lightbeard Burner.
I'll name it Light Forger.
Nice.
I think you need to unequip it and equip it again though to get its update.
Gotcha.
That's a sweet bit
Gotta
of
rename
light
it first.
forgery.
So that will be the vast majority of my week. Oh,
Is that
well,
not
thank you,
updated?
Kai. Name updated,
Yeah, well,
but the
The,
damage
um,
hidden in the thing I see.
damage and rarity, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird because it's updated in the statistics. Oh, here we go. Or not. Oh, right here. Okay. Bludgeoning and oh, there you go. Cool, right on.
Looks like that's a print thing, yeah. Okay, that's all set then.
Indeed.
Kason, what's Ollie doing?
I would like to go and visit the Waterdeep Castle and talk to Lady Silverhand for a minute. If I can get a minute of her time.
She's busy.
Oh, stonewalled.
Can I talk to a servant?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm looking to find just a really good jeweler in town. And I was hoping someone that deals with, like, nobility and discreet.
She just stares at you blankly.
I'm
Do you
so sorry.
spice?
Could you repeat that? You're looking for what? Forgive me. The mistress is not available. What was it you wanted to know?
Looking for a jeweler in town somewhere someone that deals with nobility, knows how to be discreet, just an expert, if you will.
Oh, I see. And you were hoping that the mistress could tell you of such a person.
Someone in town that she might deal with.
Please wait here. If you'd like, you could step inside the foyer. I'll be just a moment, but please do not go any further.
I step inside the foyer, just start looking around and.
Please do wait here. And then she walks up the stairs. And out of your view.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ollie. Get +8. So you hear her just behind the door, like, frantically whispering to herself as far as you can tell. And it's all like, what am I supposed to tell him? Like do I know where it is? What am I gonna do?
What?
You see her come back downstairs. Well collected and calm, she approaches you. The mistress wishes me to tell you that there is a person that could handle the kind of discretion that you're looking for. And if you go down to the business district, into the heart of the city, there will be a man waiting for you on the right side of the road. When you see him, you can tell him that the mistress has sent you.
Mistress.
Lady Silverhand. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. And
Of course. Good day to you.
good day to you.
She then twirls and starts to walk away, stepping on her dress, falling forward and banging her nose on the door. And then she goes through it as if nothing had happened.
Your last name wouldn't happen to be Garel, would it?
I was just thinking of that chick.
I know.
completely forgot.
I know a priestess in Vandalin. Her last name is Garel, and she's incredibly clumsy. You just remind me of her.
That's not rude at all.
So, do you go there then?
I'm gonna ask Hind if he'll go with me just to keep an eye out.
Yeah, I could use a break from all this melting and hammering.
Aye, I appreciate your aid, Hind. I'll be seeing you again later.
Yep, I'll be back. Hopefully I get to hit something. I mean, hopefully this goes well, with no issues whatsoever.
Okay. So, where do you go?
To the heart of the city and look for this guy. It's standing there on the right-hand side.
In the business district.
In the business district.
Okay. So, you're walking down the road, and it's kind of, it's like much thinner roads than most of the other areas. So it's not really wagon wide, it's kind of maybe like 1, maybe 2 horse wide. There's a lot of kind of overhanging buildings, so it's a very kind of oppressive, darker kind of thing. You see a few people kind of walking around, and as they see you, they kind of scurry out of the way. You're looking on the right side of the alley, and you don't see anybody. There is a form of some type on the left side, which you can't really tell, like if it's looking at you or looking away or anything. It's kind of just enshrouded in this cloak.
Sorry, a what?
It's a form. You can't really tell.
Oh.
Shape really. It's vaguely entity shaped, but you're not sure what race it would be.
Entity shape. It's humanoid.
Best description ever. So, what are we doing here?
Okay, I'm not entirely sure just yet, but keep an eye out.
Alright.
I'm gonna approach this person and just say, I was told to meet someone here?
Sorry, what do you say?
I was told to meet someone here. Is that you?
Maybe. What do you want? You still can't even see like any features or anything like that. It's just sound coming from fabric.
I'm looking for a jeweler. I was told.
Ah, yes, discretion, right?
Right.
I have what you want.
You did.
And the kind of opens, and you see like tied with various bits of twine and stuff on the inside of the cloak, a very wide selection of what can only be described as intimate devices.
Hein just starts laughing.
It's not.
We have them in jewels, we have them in gold, we have them in silver.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
We can get furry ones if that's more your interest.
Oh god!
Wow.
I'm laughing harder.
I will take one.
Ah, very discreet, very discreet.
Okay, so which one do you choose?
Take the furry one.
So it's kind of matted fur, and suspiciously enough, it's still kind of moist in some areas, but it looks like it gets the job done.
I've been meaning to play a prank on someone.
You need more discretion? Yes? No?
This will be just fine, thank you.
It will be 1 gold piece. No! 2 gold pieces.
One's the best I can do. It's all I've got on me.
Oh, you do need this. Yes, okay, good. 1.
And
Alright.
like this gnarled little hand kind of sneaks out and grabs the gold piece from you.
No one knows. Your friends didn't see, did they?
Great. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'll take it and I just start walking back towards Hind.
Plans?
I have some now, but that was not exactly what this was supposed to be.
Oh yeah? Is there supposed to be someone else here?
Very discreet.
Thank you! Yeah, but I
He's
definitely know what to
starting
get
him
Killer for his
broken.
birthday now.
God damn it.
Something furry.
No comment.
What I was looking for is a jeweler. I wanted to have one of these jewels looked at, and that I got from the you-know-who. And I'm looking over my shoulder to make sure nobody's listening in.
Oh, you mean the
When you
murderous
look around
dragon?
your shoulder. Give me a perception check.
Can I do one as well? Helping him look.
When you're looking around, you see kind of like just outside of the area, like around the corner, there's like one last alley before it kind of goes back to the more reputable areas. And you see what appears to be a woman, kind of a black hair, getting in a fight. It looks like she's kind of like, boxing moves, moving back and forth, and hands up, fisticuffs ready.
Oh,
That looks like trouble.
is that?
Get your hands off of me, you brute. I told you
hear.
already. I don't have anything for you.
Okay.
There's like a half orc that's kind of like fronting her, kind of
Okay.
pushing in towards her.
I
Let me
immediately
go.
start walking towards them. Is everybody okay here?
This man, he wants to take my jewels, he wants to take my gold, but I don't have any, and he doesn't believe me.
Interesting. What's your business here, fella?
Yeah, my business is my business. You get away from her and you leave us
I'm
alone.
making it my
One
business.
more time. You will let me go.
Is he
Yes, to
touching her?
backhand you.
Oh, damn. Alright. I blast him in the
I
face.
just haul off and I punch him in the nose before you even get a chance.
Oh, okay.
And my fist just bounces off of his face and he sneers at me like, really?
Then can I
Yeah.
punch him?
But his hand is still kind of up. He's very confused as to what just happened, like a mosquito landed on his nose kind of thing.
Damn.
You will let go of me now. You don't know who you're messing with. You will let me go this instant.
I want to punch him.
Takes a swipe at her. Go and roll initiative, Hind.
Ooh.
When he takes a swipe at me, he knocks me to the ground and knocks me a little bit senseless.
Everybody roll me a nature check.
Son of a-
Everybody?
Yeah.
Actually, I've got halfling luck. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Do a little bit of,
There you go.
That's
little
quite
bit
the
of
reroll.
nature. There we go.
Okay, so we
Wow.
got a
Wow.
7, a 2, and a 21.
I stand back up and shake it off, and I jump as high as I can to try to get on his back and start beating him about the head. You don't get to knock me to the ground. I don't know who you think you are, but I am going to take you and make you my little bitch.
Still trying to punch him.
Yes, and I'm just like trying to clamber up onto his back and beat him around the head. And he's kind of like trying to just reach around and grab hold of me to throw me back off of him.
Oh, there's that reach around.
Right?
Nice. So, when this woman first falls over, Ollie, you swear you see like little birds kind of swimming around her head, but she recovers quickly. So go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, you did, Hind. Okay, so he gets to go first and strikes at the girl.
He strikes at the girl?
Okay, Hind. So he gets one hit on her, and then you get to react.
Alright, yeah, it's pile driving gauntlet to the face. Just roll. How should I do this?
So give yourself disadvantage because the girl is kind of between you two, and she's just like swinging her arms all around the place. Seems very confident in it, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything other than distracting you.
Okay, since I'm just using my fist, is it just a strength check, or...? I don't know
Strength
how to do
plus
it.
whatever. Yeah, strength plus 5.
Okay, so let's do +5 disadvantage D20. 20. Damn.
That no. You make you kind of punch him, and he just kind of like strengthens his shoulders a little bit and takes the hit, but doesn't seem to really affect him that much. Anybody else getting involved in this?
All of you big stupid boys, you think that just because you're big that you can pick on anyone you want and take whatever you want, but you've picked on the wrong girl this time. You will be sorry for picking
I'm still
this fight
forging.
with me.
While this is going on, and while Heinrich and she have been busy,
And she
I'm gonna
continues
try
to
to pick his pocket.
Okay.
Nice.
And I continue to punch at his face.
Actually, no, you wouldn't do that. Okay, give me a what is it? A S
And I kick
something?
his shins.
I have halfling luck used again for that.
Wow.
Seriously, what the hell?
Ow.
Sleight of hand. That's what it is.
That's better. I guess.
It's kind of hard to do when they're both moving this way.
As I miss him, can I just tell him, if this doesn't stop right now, weapons are gonna get drawn?
He seems amenable to that requirement. Ollie, what are you reaching for?
If he's got a coin purse or a pocket or anything.
Yes, he does. You can grab it with that 14 if you want.
I'll do that.
Okay. Aiden, anybody want to play Aiden?
I guess I can play Aiden.
I have no idea where he would be.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Probably
Hey,
the tavern.
Yeah, Aiden's probably not with you guys.
Okay. The girl.
The girl, indeed. Have you had enough yet, you big brute? Are you ready to give me back my belongings and to leave me alone? I don't think you want to continue down this road, because you will feel my wrath.
Give me an intimidation check, Hind.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to intimidate Hind.
I'm pretty intimidating.
He says with a 6.
Dumb. Oh,
So intimidating.
I forgot. Did we decide it's okay if I use strength for that?
It really doesn't matter. I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay, cool. I forgot.
So he kind of pauses a little bit. He kind of snarls at the girl and snarls at Hind. He's like, "Fine," and he reaches to his belt, and he just kind of like starts patting the side of him, and then kind of looks down where he sees Ollie.
Don't look at me.
Where'd my thing go?
He draws out his warhammer.
I have no idea, pal.
A warhammer? Now I'm interested.
Dari, Morningstar.
Never mind.
Kemmler, are you gonna do anything?
He's not there.
Himmler is underneath a temple forging that warhammer.
Oh, okay. He will then take a swing at Hind.
Awesome.
Ooh.
You see me grin, and then it hits me, and I grin even bigger.
Why did this not do critical? Because I didn't roll it on you. Hold on.
Himmler will be very pleased to hear you found a scrap.
Indeed.
You mean I don't have to take your fist to my face several times?
Take another 13 damage. Okay, there we go. So he kind of lands, like you're kind of like looking down at Ollie and not really paying attention. He kind of just gets a ringing upper swing of the Morningstar at you.
Alright. Grinning, I'll rock my head forward so the faceplate slams down, and then do the
Nice.
in one move, draw the greatsword off my back, and slash downward at him.
He kind of tries to roll with the hit a little bit, but he doesn't manage to.
Awesome. And I'm
Oh
gonna
my.
use a trip attack. Strength DC. He succeeds. Okay. So that's gonna be a lot of damage. Smack.
Oh god. So you try to do it.
You go ahead.
Sorry, no, please. I have another attack anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You said he's a half orc. How big is he? Or is he actually
Up close, he looks like a bugbear.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I just am trying to
he's a bugbear.
hack the arm off with the Morning Star in it, and kind of start to lose my mind a little bit because he's reminding me of the whole bugbear phobia. So.
Yes. In the back of your head, you just hear Vandian. Oh
Yep.
God!
As that first strike hits, my heart beat, and I remember a cave wall with brains splatter all over it, and my eyes, all I can see is red. I lose my mind, and
wake up.
I just go nuts on him. So that's one. And then I pop action surge and blindingly am just hacking at this arm. Yep.
Yep.
Take the arm
That
completely
was-
off and just stand there panting.
So he tries to roll kind of with the first hit, and he goes down. And this girl just starts like pummeling, hitting and stuff like that. So he kind of moves his arm back up to try and block that. And as he does, he exposes like under his armor to your sword, and you're swinging back up again and just like slice right through like 3 little kind of, half slice moves, and just slice the arm off, and he just kind of stares at you dumbly and just falls over to the side.
Awesome. I fucking hate those things. Are you okay? Miss.
I didn't ask for your help, and I was just fine, and I had upper hand. He would have been mine in a very short order, even if you had not arrived, so I don't know why you waste your time. So thank you for
PTSD?
nothing. And you, now perhaps you know better than to mess with me, as you go back with one arm.
Hind is just
He's
speechless.
totally dead.
Enjoy the last moments of your life.
I was.
It does not.
I didn't.
There's no enjoyment on the bugbear's face.
Not even a little bit?
I just
Sorry,
stand there
Megan.
stuttering
She
at
stands
her.
up and starts just dusting, getting all the dirt and dust off of her shirt and her dress, and kind of getting herself, cleaning herself back up and smoothing her hair back out and composing herself. And I then look at my hands, and they're all full of dirt and whatever. And I look, and the closest person to me is this the one named Ollie. And I go and I just wipe my hands off on him.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
Ollie's just like, okay, that's the thing we can do.
Well, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure, or not so much, but I must be on my way.
Come on, do you know what clothes cost? This is nice stuff.
Wow. Doesn't anybody just say thank you anymore?
Oh, you want a thank you? What kind of thank you are you after?
A
You
polite one.
jewels.
Polite one would have served.
Well then, don't let me disappoint. Oh, strong and valiant one. Thank you so much for saving this poor little girl's life. What would I do without you?
Hind rolls his eyes, sheathes the sword, and kicks the bugbear. Fucking bugbears. Anyways. Ollie, are we done here?
You mentioned that he was trying to get jewels.
Awkward silence.
Did you say you were looking for a jeweler?
I am indeed.
Ah, I just so happen to know one, but he is not here in this town. You won't find such a thing here. If you're looking for a true and master at such a thing. But I do know of someone, and I am headed north. If you're interested, I could introduce you, but he is far from here. He is up north in Neverwinter.
Well, Neverwinter. Maybe
Do you
we
know
can
the
hit-
place?
I'm from there.
Are you?
Maybe we can head that way after this.
Oh, very interesting.
Do you know anything about the status of the city? I've been hearing troubling news.
Well, the gods are assholes. That much I can tell you. But I have been away from town for many, many months, so I have not been there myself for quite some time. But I go back there now because I must go. I am sent by people to go and find someone, so I must go there to insert. Not that it is any concern to you, but I go there. I have business. If you go there, I will happily introduce you.
Well, sounds like you got your answer, Ollie.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it actually reminds me of a couple of things we need to do around the area.
Like,
Certain small town ruins.
oh, well, yes. We will definitely need to address that. I start cracking my knuckles. I really can't wait to get back.
So, I leave at daybreak to go up north. If you wish to come along, you are more than welcome. Oh, by the way, my name is Piroska. You can call me Piroska.
Well, Piroska, it has and hasn't been a pleasure meeting you. I'm Hind, and it's gracious of you to offer, depending on
Did you
how
say
the
your
rest.
name is Hind?
Heinrich, yes.
As in B? As in B?
Yes, as in B.
It is everything Ollie can do not to burst out laughing.
Haha, you're the most original ever.
Well, Hind, it is most a pleasure to meet you.
Maybe it is now.
Constitution save, Casey.
Sorry?
A Constitution save.
Well, it's gracious of you to offer, depending on how our
Alright,
business
you don't
turns
pee.
out. Nice. Depending on how our business turns out, we may just take you up on that. If you promise not to call me that.
All I can think of when you say Constitution save is, do you spice?
Spice. Spice.
You know,
Spice.
you gotta get a spice with a little, spice.
Fusaka.
If any of that was towards me, I gotta turn this music down a smidge more, because some of the words are getting lost in the higher parts of that music.
Okay.
So sorry.
It's not at all the bird.
It's not the bird.
Can you guys hear the bird?
The bird
I can hear the
resents your
bird.
statement.
But
Did you
the
hear
bird
that?
is the word.
Now the bird is pissed at you for saying that. Do you hear that? See what you've done? What did you do?
Or
Done
damn.
gone pissed off the bird.
You done pissed off the gnomes now. It's okay, gnomes. You didn't mean it. Okay.
She literally had to like talk the bird down. That was awesome.
So if we're going to be heading to Neverwinter, I know some people that I was thinking about hiring to look into Duke Malone. Maybe they could take a ride with us up the way. We can split ways in Neverwinter and
Duke Malone?
let them do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he get an upgrade?
That's what he was.
Promotion? I thought he was just the captain.
No, Malone's the one that was taking over and turning everything bad. Tapon is my guy.
Oh, I'm thinking Malloy. Sorry, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I really do hope we can go back up to Neverwinter, but we'll have to see how the council meeting goes.
You can get that many people to walk that far.
Walking.
So it's been like a day. How long is it going to take you, Drax or Kemler?
I imagined a week. Because you said we had a week. That's why.
A week's reforge is Warhammer.
That is a long time.
It's a lot of work, and it's a magic item, so it's a lot of careful work.
True.
And a lot of praying. It's blasted zeros.
I would say a lot of it could be, like a lot of the praying and stuff, like, could be done on the move, sort of.
Okay, okay. I'm not gonna argue with you.
I just don't want to leave you behind. Kason? Or
If we're gonna be leaving, I'd like to get into touch with Ruby and Asir and see if they would be up for a job.
They would be.
Okay. I'm gonna have Hines sit with me and explain the situation in Neverwinter and what's going on with the guard to them, and just tell them, I want you to look in on this guy, I want you to learn everything you can about him. I want to know where he lives, I want to know who he's married to, I want to know who his kids are, I want everything you can find on this guy. And if you can find out where he might be keeping prisoners, that would be great.
What'll it cost you?
I'm sure it will. And I'm happy to pay you. It's 200 apiece, sound fair?
They kind of pause a little bit, and you see a little hesitation. They're like, sure.
Do I have any idea what the hesitation might be about?
Insight?
Yeah, give me an insight.
Insight check? Aw, shit.
You're pretty sure that they wanted like 20,000, but you like expertly talked them down.
Nice.
Just be careful, he's not against throwing people in prison for no reason.
Yeah, absolutely, Big Fool.
We always are.
Awesome, good work, Ollie.
Yeah, I've worked with these guys before. They know how to be discreet.
Discretion is the better part of valor? I don't think that applies.
Probably not.
Well, if we're going to be leaving soon, Kemler's going to finish up most of the work that he needs a forge at. The rest he can use heat metal spells and occasional metal working on the road overnight and stuff. But he goes looking for Aiden, who he finds quite drunk in a tavern.
Is this the same place you guys are staying, or?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
If we come back and find him drunk, I'm leaving that toy with him.
Nice.
With him,
Nice.
in him, what?
Yes.
Wow.
Also yes.
Definitely with.
Also yes.
As Aiden would say, why go to another tavern when we've got to find one right here?
Kemmler the Sunliner?
Suddenly, there is a cool breeze that kind of just stifles all of you and everyone in the room. And as you turn towards the door to the tavern is opened, and that same girl with the black hair is standing in the doorway with her hands on her hips.
Well, well, look what we have here. What a coincidence.
Oh my. Oh,
And she walks
Aiden.
in and saunters across the room, sits down at the bar, and asks for a drink.
Aiden's like, I've already paid for a lot of drinks. Help yourself. Please.
No one is asking you to buy it, I just want one.
Nobody said you asked. I already purchased it though, so
Did you?
help yourself. Why
Well,
not?
isn't that very thoughtful of you? My name is Piroska. Who are you?
My name is Aiden.
Aiden, it is a pleasure. And thank you so much
Oh.
for the drink.
The pleasure's all mine.
Ah. Well, aren't you just a charmer?
Yeah, why yes. Although I failed to charm a dragon. But
Did you?
that is
Killing it kind of.
tales for another time.
Oh,
Tales
no,
for another
no,
time.
no. For such a splendid tale. You must tell it. Please don't leave me hanging on tenterhooks.
Damn it, that was better. That was better. Well, it's a pretty short story. I mean, there was a silver dragon. Her name was Otar, and
Oh, sorry you say.
yeah, I can't remember her full name.
How
But
exciting.
yeah, it was quite exciting.
And what is it that
until-
brought you to see such a dragon? Such a beast. It must have been very intimidating.
Well, to be quite honest, Weird Kempler just kind of punches him in the side of the head. Shut up, Aiden. Ow. Ah. You guys are mean. He just
What is
leaves the
this?
tavern.
Do you know these people? Why did they punch you about your head and you take it like that?
Aiden is gone. He's too embarrassed. It was
Oh,
crimson red. Just no. Mm-mm.
Heinz laughing his
All right.
ass off.
Excuse him. Excuse him.
There are no
He's,
excuses for him.
He's for lack of a better word, little bit of an ass.
Even more than
Well, he
me.
seems perfectly fine to me. And he bought me this drink, so he can't be all bad.
Well, he has his moments.
As
And
do
that's
we all,
about
I
all I've got
suppose.
to say.
Indeed.
Anyways, do you follow us here, or are you staying here
The
also?
rest of the bar burst into song.
I was
I
gonna
needed-
say this is great tavern music.
I needed a place to stay for tonight, and I didn't know where to go, so I went to the nearest tavern around.
Good choice.
So tell me, how long have you been here in Waterdeep?
We kind of just got back. Well, I guess, would this be towards the end of the week, shall we say? Or no, you said it's the first day.
Let's go with you guys. It's been about 3 days.
3 days? Okay. Well, it's been about 3 days.
I see. And as I'm talking to him, I'm looking around the room, scanning the room, looking for the people who obviously work there or would be regulars, like townfolk. And I spot one of the wenches who serves over across the room, and I turn back. Excuse me, if you don't mind, I have some business I would like to attend to. And I walk up to the maiden, and I pull out a piece of paper and start speaking to her, and she seems a little bit thrown off and she stops and she's listening intently to me. And I'm going through and asking her a series of questions, and where she's just nodding her head yes and no.
While we do this, Kemmler turns to you guys. I don't know if it's a good idea to be telling everybody about what we're doing and what we're going through and all of that.
I agree.
You
Or
guys already did
Tiny
that, though.
Akarnos. Kinda. Kemmler realized he was
Because
being
like Ollie did the big kind of, shout out announcement for you guys.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the whole tavern.
And
knew.
that night there was
Everybody knew.
stories being told about you guys everywhere.
Oh,
And Aiden, at least Aiden, was relaying all the heroic tales that you guys had done.
that's true. Yeah, I retract my statement. I disagree with you. I think we should be famous for what we've done.
Well, I forgot about that, so Kemmler isn't going to say anything because it's a moot point.
Indeed.
Trying to make that target a little less sparingly obvious and easy to find.
It's easy to find the hind.
Wow.
Especially in
Yeah.
hindsight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Hmm.
So after a few nods and back and forth, I walk away from the bar wench and I go to another person that she kind of pointed me toward, and I sit down and start asking questions to this obvious regular to the bar or to the tavern. And he listens just as intently as the barmaid did, and is shaking his head yes and no and answering my questions.
Well, she's obviously looking for something.
Kemmler isn't paying attention. He is exhausted. He's been swinging a hammer for 3 days, so...
That's fair.
Like every time you guys like turn around, like there's a glassy kind of look to Kemmler, and you see him like his hand is just moving as if he's like hammering.
Jeez.
My wrist is just going back and forth.
I was gonna say, it definitely doesn't look like he's swinging a hammer without a hammer in the hand. Like, Kemmler, wait
That's
till
what they call
later.
it in Mithril Hall.
Not in the
Swinging hammer.
tavern.
I think Ollie would see an opportunity there. Slide a little something
you and
over.
Your discreet dealer.
Discreet dealer of furry goods.
There was
Odd
bejeweled
goods.
things. He asked for a discreet jeweler. What else could it mean?
Diamond cod pieces.
Obviously logical. If I can catch your attention between patrons, Peroska, I'd ask, are you looking for something? Somebody, maybe?
Indeed, I am looking for someone. Quite specifically and personally, I'm looking for my brother.
Well,
He has been missing for more than a year. My parents sent me to find him. I don't know if he is alive or dead. And I must find out his fate because I cannot go home with no news. My parents would not accept this.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Maybe we've met him.
Perhaps you have,
Could you describe him?
perhaps not. Yes,
I have a
he
minute.
is-
I have a minute with Kimmler.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll walk
sure.
away to talk to her and leave you two alone.
You know, if she's looking for someone,
So, and I follow Heinrich as he takes my elbow and kind of guides me across the room a little bit as we talk. Where were we at?
I was just gonna ask Kimmler if she's looking for someone, could you do a scrying spell on her?
I mean, I suppose I could, but I don't know anything about this person, so it'd be a little tricky.
Well, I don't know. It might be worth a shot.
I suppose. I've done what I am here to do this week.
That was all.
So tell me about
Converse away.
His name is Lucas.
him. Lucas?
Lucas Fodor. He is got green, beautiful eyes, just like mine. He has dark brown, black hair. He is about 6 feet tall. He's medium build. He's not a person you would notice in a crowd, but once you know him, you see him, and then he is someone. Do you know what I mean? Don't know how to describe him more than that. He is my brother. I love him, and I want to find him, and I want to bring him home to the family.
I can understand that completely.
Kai, would Ollie know enough to ask for the details that might help for a scrying spell, like if she has anything that would belong to him?
Probably.
Well, Kemmler would. He's the one with the spell.
That's true. That I would.
Maybe.
Well, that was the reason I was asking, was if I knew enough to tell you that.
So tell me,
Oh.
have you met this man? Have you met a man named Lucas? Lucas Fodor is his name.
Doesn't ring any bells for me. Kai, have we seen him? Probably not.
No, not familiar with that
Don't
name.
think so.
No. Nothing comes to mind, I'm sorry, but I think my friend could help you.
Do you really? How could your friend help me?
Well, let's go ask him. And I'll lead her back over and tell her about the magical things I've seen Kemmler do, and how he can solve any problem with his powers.
As you're saying all that, Kemmler's just... Yes, I can do a scrying spell if you describe him. I can't guarantee anything, though.
Please tell me, what is the spell you speak of?
Scrying?
Yes, what does this mean?
I can make a magical view of a particular being, but the more I know of a person, the better it is.
So, in order for it to work, I have to tell you all that I know of him.
Do you have anything that belonged to him?
Or a picture,
I have-
maybe?
No, there's no pictures, there's nothing. Wait. Except, I have this, my knapsack, it belonged to him. I take it when I go to look for him, it was his. He'd be very upset if he knew that I took it. I was never allowed to touch his things. But he wasn't there, and I needed one, so I took it. So this is his. And I take
Well.
and pull it off from around my shoulder, and I take it off. It just fits over my shoulder and sits on my left hip. I take it off. It's got all the things that I want, and I plunk it down. But only the satchel itself is what belongs to him.
Okay. Well, that will definitely help. Make it a little bit more easy.
Well, I don't know that I believe in this magic you speak of, but I am willing to try anything. So what could it hurt? His name was Lucas. It is Lucas. Lucas Fodor.
Lucas Fodor. I can
That's
do
right.
that.
And he left home under very mysterious circumstance. He say he need to go and fight the enemy. He leave, he doesn't say who or what. We have no enemies. What enemy we know of? There is nothing. But he is, as I go from town to town trying to find his location, and she looks around and she lowers her voice in a very interesting way. And she's very uneasy. And she moves in closer to the group and she says, I don't have any idea what this means, but I have heard now twice, on 2 occasions in 2 separate towns, that they see a man that meet his description. And they say the man was looking for a beast. A large green beast. And he was looking for the beast because he wants to kill it.
Well, that pings with Hind, like large green
Kemmler
beast.
makes the weird sideways glance at Hind.
Yeah,
Well.
large green beast, huh?
Like a
see
turtle.
what I can do, but it'll take me
She leans in closer and she looks around again. And she says, no, not a large green beast like behind here.
I laugh. I can't even help myself. All right, that was good.
He was inquiring more specifically
So
about a large green dragon.
Oh.
One that live up north somewhere, but I only hear rumors. I don't know if even such a beast exists.
I immediately stop laughing. His name is Venom Fang.
We don't know that, Hind.
I turn and I look Hind square in the face. My jaw drops and I just stare in his face.
Okay, maybe
in
we
a very
do know
stunned
that.
way.
Well, it seems like we have a little bit of aligning interests.
You've never
let me see
seen
that.
such a black and white change in a person's face from haha behind joke to everything matter. Nothing else matters but that thing dying. It's like singular purpose in his eyes.
This song, nothing else matters.
And nothing else matters.
Indeed, you hear that in the background.
Well, let me take this sack here and let me see what I can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to a table that's a little bit secluded and start working on the ritualistic, not ritual, but scrying spell.
Would it help if I gave you bardic inspiration?
I don't think so because it's the saving throw for them.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
Without
so
saying
that's on
anything
Kai.
else, still with somewhat of a half-shocked look on her face, she sits back down at the bar and she orders another drink.
Hind will get one as well.
Well, our party gets free drinks right now because Aiden spent a gold piece on liquor.
Hey,
he did.
good for something,
All
that
of the
guy.
drinks. Getting drunk.
He should not
And
show more
laughing
often.
at.
He could just spend all of his money. It'd be great.
He's somewhere else. Kind of trying to stop being so damn embarrassed because he's so drunk. Yeah.
Yes, and so Peroska is just sitting there drinking her drink, and you can see that she's there kind of wheels turning inside of herself, just trying to, you don't know what she's thinking, but you know her wheels are definitely turning.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Did you cast your scry?
I did. Oh, that's a
And-
5th level spell.
Oh, you're resolving it?
Go ahead and roll your die.
Me? Okay.
Yes, wisdom check with a +5 modifier. No, -5. No, what?
Nice,
They
Kai.
have to roll the save throw.
That's fantastic.
And nothing else matters.
You rock, Kai.
Where is it? It's gonna be +1. Because it's
+1.
+5 for secondhand knowledge, but -4 because you had the possession.
I just imagine
Gotcha.
we're talking about killing Venom Fang and Ollie starts playing this song on his lute.
God
That's-
damn it!
Right?
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Venom Fang must die, and Ollie. And nothing else matters.
Brilliant. That's exactly what's happening. He's sitting there in the chair with the lute out, strumming
Oh wait,
along.
it's the target that must do it, not you.
Right. Cool. Yes. Nothing else better.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Quick break. Quick break.
5 minutes or so.
Crit roll. Crit roll.
Very good. You're back.
Well, we don't sell anything, but feel free to browse our store. I don't know. Whatever.
There's stuff in the store, guys. Thank you, Laura.
Feel free to get on the internet and browse around for some stuff to buy.
You should read to
sorry.
children.
I should have started that whole thing off with just that I wanted to go looking for a jeweler rather than asking for Lady Silverhand.
Yeah, why
Okay,
did
so I assume
why did we need to go to Silverhand to ask for it?
I wanted to ask her specifically because I was looking for someone specifically that deals with nobles and can be
Oh, that guy
quiet
does.
about it.
And his
And he
trustworthy.
is.
I have no doubt about that.
He'd have to be able to keep a secret, that's for sure.
$900 worth of bills today.
Yummy.
I went to the bank and I asked them about overdraft fees, and they gave me $60. So I was like, that's cool.
What?
$60 worth of fees?
No, they gave it back because I had overdrafted like early January, and then today I was like, hey, so can I get today's fee waived if I put money in the bank? And they're like, well, we'll go ahead and waive this fee and one that you had from like the 15th of January. And I'm like, oh,
What the hell?
okay, thank you. Yeah, no problem.
That's...
Okay, well, I'm gonna go put money in the bank.
Wow, yeah.
Weird.
Lucky
So I was like,
you.
whatever, I'm down for that.
Okay,
I like
I'll be
money.
right back.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
So,
Yeah.
Whether we find this guy or not with the scrying spell, do you have enough in you to maybe look in on Venom Fang himself?
Well, scrying on a dragon is quite a challenging feat. They're quite wise, and it allows them to be perceptive to the magic.
What
It's
about
like it's like a drinking game. Everyone says whenever someone says the name Venom Fang, Hein just downs his entire drink and buys a new one.
Well, I could definitely do the scry on Thunder Tree itself.
Well,
And
if we're
drink.
looking for this guy, and it sounds like we are, and he's looking for Venom Fang,
And drink. This is cool. I like how these stories intertwined.
It is pretty cool.
How much do you know about that backstory, Saf? Did he tell you all of it, or just enough to give you yours? Saf?
I think she was like, ooh, break? Gotta take a break.
Oh, she
I
took
think
off.
so.
Damn.
I'm sorry that dragged out as long as it did. I was seriously thinking that would be like a 2-minute thing.
Oh, dude, that was awesome. It was what Kai needed to do what Kai needed to do.
Yeah.
It's not as big as behind here. That was amazing.
Oh, I need to get him to tell me what was in the bugbear, the coin purse.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep. I love how he was about to give it up, and you stole it, and then we killed him.
Nice.
Ollie does not care.
No, neither does Hind. Fucking flashbacks. Haven! I've been planning that moment for a long time. Next time I see a bugbear, to just all I can hear is my heartbeat, and just lose my fucking mind.
I like this image of us sitting around a table in the back of a tavern, doing a scrying spell this way to find a missing person. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is pretty.
Well,
Cool.
everyone knows how awesome we are, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, sorry. I was in the kitchen, but I heard my name. I know you were asking me a question, Hein, but I couldn't hear it. I'm making roast beef and grilled cheese sandwiches if anybody wants one.
Ooh, please.
Oh, man.
Me
I
too.
made the roast beef in the crock pot last night.
Roast beef and grilled cheese.
Jealous.
That is
Oh,
both original
jealous.
and amazing.
So good.
But yeah, my question was, my comment was that I love how those stories are intertwining. My question was how much Kai told you about our story with Venom Fang.
I know a little of your story, and Kaysen probably gave me more information. Well, no, they probably both gave me information. Because I'm playing an NPC.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're supposed to know that.
Well, that was
now
another
you
good
do.
question. Are you planning on recurring your appearance here, or is this a one-time thing?
It will go. It will extend past tonight. I would assume. I don't think the story will be over tonight. I'm super busy at work right now, and I wanted to come in and kind of try out the group and do some things and get to know you guys and see if it was something that, if we had like a good dynamic, and if I had the time, I'm kind of interested in coming in and joining. But of course, it would not be this character. But I mean, so we're doing this thing right now, and if we all, if we all like the dynamic going on, maybe we do something more permanent.
Cool.
Perhaps.
That is cool.
So, I haven't played D&D in over a year. I do love the game. It's lots of fun, and Kai is an amazing DM.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He really is.
He is very creative, and I don't know that he is showing you all his creativity at the moment. I think he's, I don't know. I from what I've heard the last little while talking to him, I think he might be in a little bit of a rut himself. So we'll see if we can pull him out of it. Seriously, one of the most intelligent men I've ever met, and
I can agree with
very
that.
capable. So yeah.
He kind of smells though.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what? To be honest, I can tell you from experience, I have met this man in real life, and he does not smell.
Really? I never would have guessed.
He does not.
That is incredible.
He does not. Well, he smells good. He doesn't smell bad.
Good for you, Kai.
Right?
She bought me cologne.
I totally bought him cologne. Do you still have that cologne?
I do.
Do you ever wear it?
I have no reason to.
Good answer.
Okay then.
This didn't go awkward at all, did it?
No, it's totally fine.
No, I'm the one that apparently bought a sex toy tonight. So I.
Yes, you did, and well done, Kason.
I put a poll up in Fantasy Grounds there.
Yeah, I see it.
A poll?
Oh, sorry.
So, Kai, they were asking me a little bit about this character and about future things and whatnot, and I kind of told them, that this was not a permanent necessary character, but more of an NPC type thing, and that I was considering possibly coming in for a more permanent, if we could, if the dynamic was good and we were, if I had the time. I'm doing some training right now till May. That's kind of taking up a lot of my time, but so I didn't really want to commit full time at this moment. But I really wanted to come in and play some D&D and get to know you guys.
Hell yeah.
We want Jesha.
Jesha, really?
Oh my god, do we want Jesha?
So far, it's going well.
I think Jesha.
That makes so
would
much
fare
sense to
much
me.
better here than she did in her last group.
So, quick
She
aside.
play well off Heinrich.
So, Saf and I spent like a week or two, like coming up with her character she wanted. We did all sorts of backstory and
I remember
all
this
sorts
story.
of stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like 30 minutes before we start playing, I don't want to play her. So then I turned, a scullery maid into a fire mage, and then that became Jesha, and Jesha is so amazing.
Awesome.
In my real life, I almost never fly by the seat of my pants. So here in D&D, it's really nice to be able to do that. So I'm really enjoying it. Even today, this character, and he asked me 30 seconds before, hey, do you want to play the person who's selling the, what were we selling? Something element, whatever.
Mithril.
Mithril.
Do you want to sell the
Do you wanna-
mithril or
do
do you want to sell the butt plugs? I'll take the
Do you
mithril.
wanna-
I'll take the mithril.
Do you want to play the shop person who sells the mithril? Do you want to play the servant who tells them
Wow.
where to go? So like he's just throwing this at me, and I'm like, sure, let's try it.
Awesome. Yeah, it
I
went well.
apologize for that, by the way. I should have said where I was going with that from the beginning.
I think
Where
Kai
are you
knew
going
where he
with
was
that?
going to send you.
Oh, I totally knew what you wanted.
Which is exactly why he sent you where he did.
Yep.
Puppet Master, okay. Okay, the grilled cheese roast beef sandwiches are ready. I'll be right back.
Mithril butt plugs.
Ah, bummer.
I should have phrased it that I was looking for a jeweler rather than looking for Lady Silverhand. But the reason I wanted to go to her was just to find out who the nobles go to in town.
You said bejeweled and discreet. That's all I needed.
I was gonna say, if you're under the you are under the illusion that what you said had effects on what Kai wanted to do. He had a great
Aw, that's
plan
not
there.
fair.
No, I mean I'm giving you credit. You had a good plan.
So,
Always do.
Pillar,
Yes.
describe to me what the Temple of Morden in Mithril Hall looks like.
There's a lot of stonework with gems inlaid in things, and pillars, and angles, and yes.
Lots and lots of yes.
Lots of angles.
Where in the mountain is it?
It's probably close to the center. That would make a lot of sense. There's images of this. I've looked this up, so give me a second.
Yeah, we did see this, didn't we?
Mithril Hall is freaking ridiculous, so you know.
So while he's looking it up, we're as we're going, are Asir and Ruby gonna go with us, or are they gonna go on their own?
They're going on their own.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Who's going where?
I was just asking
different-
about the two people that I hired to go look at a different matter.
You've been...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She's dead.
She did.
Phew.
Oh my god.
I was just gonna say, Jason, you've been really quiet and mysterious so far.
Ollie is kind of quiet and mysterious.
I was not expecting that at all.
Okay, so there's a link for Mithril Hall. And
Did you send something?
son of a bitch. I sent it to Kai.
Oh, okay.
I like that one.
You need to stop clicking the wrong things.
You need to stop clicking the wrong things.
Hey,
But you're
wake up.
probably right, I do probably need to stop clicking the wrong things.
What was that file called?
But I imagine it looks a lot like a crazy huge smeltery. With lots of anvils and pillars. Really small. Don't like that. Anyway, why do you ask? What's the relevance?
There we go. Oh, Saf hasn't seen this. This is basically what Hind looks like all the time.
Where
Oh
am I
god.
looking? I thought he was green.
Here's Mithril Hall.
Yep, there you go. There you go. Pretty
All the-
accurate.
Angles and all the yes.
And the gems and
And this is my
Alright,
ant
so
colony.
this is actually Mithril Hall.
Oh wow.
indeed it is.
That is very intricate.
I love the dragon skeleton.
Right?
Some wonder why that mountain hasn't collapsed yet.
The dwarves are
You
good
would
at what
think.
they do.
That's true,
Really good shoring is all I can say.
right? All the shoring.
Aiden pops in. What about
So-
boring?
Where, where and how do you master your scrying spell?
Well, we're sitting at a table. I guess everybody joined me at some point, but I'm sitting at a table. I'm setting up. Oh wait, I don't have. That's right. I talked to Kason about this too, so I assumed that you were part of that conversation, which you weren't. In this process, I have made a big basin at some point that I can fill with holy water and use the surface as my scrying tool.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
I need to look. Wrong character sheet. Pros and cons of playing two characters. Yeah, a font filled with holy water. So I assumed I could just use a large basin. Otherwise I have to go find a crystal ball or a silver mirror. And spend another 1,000 gold.
Okay, hold on.
Tell you what, I'll pay for it.
No.
Are you sure?
This and
Well-
Venom thing.
To be fair, I do most of the scrying and sending on your behalf, so... Send a message to him, scry on that. Send a message to that guy, and this guy, and that chick, and this person. Please?
Would you send a message to
Okay.
somebody? Sure. All right, cool. Here's the list. What?
I have a list. Seriously.
I know you do.
I... Ooh, that's cool. That's... Yes. Here you go, Kai. On Steam, I've sent you what the outside of the Temple of Moradin looks like. Oops.
Oh, okay.
You know, speaking of a sending spell, not to add to the burden already, but you could send one to right off the druid from Thunder Tree.
Mm-hmm.
See if maybe he's seen this Lucas, or if the dragon's even still in Thunder Tree.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it?
I really don't like new Google image changes.
Sorry?
I got sued by Getty Images, so they had to take away the ability to search by images in some cases, and the ability to just link directly to an image rather than having to go
Oh,
to the
really?
website. Yeah,
Oh, that's lame.
there's ways around it, but it's annoying.
Still lame.
Like Pinterest makes you want to sign in. Alright, I had a cool image, but hold on. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you guys kind of move off to kind of like a darker corner of the thing. You get
Guys. Meaning who?
just to everybody. I mean, are you going to do this as a group?
we wanna-
Similar?
Do you want to take it up to one of the rooms?
Do I
Are we
want to
in
do this
inn
as
or
a what? We're in a tavern. In. Both. Combo building.
Yeah. We can take it up to one of the rooms.
I figured I would just do it at the table. That way I
Okay.
didn't take that sack and just kind of disappear with it.
Right?
Ha!
Ollie
I'm
jumps
gonna
into it.
disappear with the sack.
It's a satchel.
The
Man purse.
Satchel.
Alright, so you guys kind of, you know, get out of the way of the main thing. You, they bring over a bowl, and you pour some water in it, and you kind of consecrate it, with your holy symbol.
Yeah.
No. So, you grab, is it a satchel, a man purse that she's given you that owned by Lucas, right?
Indeed.
Okay. So you kind of like hold that close to yourself as you look into the water, and you start kind of mumbling the prayers to Moradin, and it starts to kind of bubble just a little bit, and you see that image, that one again, and you see this image in front of you, and like the runes all kind of start to light up and everything like that, and the tower at the top, super bright light. And then it kind of shrinks down into just a little ball, and it just falls straight down and through the earth. And the water just kind of goes black, and you see it going through. And Kemmler, you notice that it looks like it's falling through layers of earth. You know, everyone else, it just sort of looks like shades of gray, but you can tell that it's going through rock, and the density's changing. And you can kind of see like this light of warmth as it gets closer to the furnaces. There's like a flash of kind of a warm orange as it plummets through there, and it goes down and down into the earth. And every once in a while you have just a lighter flash where you see it like going through a tunnel. And then it gets down to just to darkness, and then it seems to move kind of laterally. You're not really sure which direction, but now it's kind of, you know, moving forward as it races through the ground. It continues like this. And you can see, like, you know, bits of dirt and areas of, you know, mud and, you know, even some lava that it runs through. And there's like the steam that hits, you know, aquifer and flies through that. And it finally gets to a part with looser dirt and looser rock. And it kind of stops, and it seems to be moving up again. And it goes up and up and up. And it's like a mossy green. And it seems to like jump through, and you see like not a fog, but a foggy image, and you could hear like this, like, you know, low kind of a raspy sound. And as the eye looks around, what appears to be like spider webs kind of resolve around, and you see like a little bit of a glint in the distance, and there's this dark shadow that's there. And then it just kind of snuffs out.
Crazy. Okay, so I come to, and I'm just like, what? What?
So everybody would have seen that in the water.
Right.
Kemmler kind of understood a little bit more of what was going on, maybe, but...
But I pale because... I pale because the... How crazy all of this is tying together. That was the Temple of Moradin in Mithril Hall.
Is he
What
there?
is your brother doing there?
Wait, where?
Mithril Hall, it's far to the northeast of Neverwinter. And I have no idea what the correlation between the Green Dragon and my home city is.
Wait.
Who are you?
Hold on a second, Drex. I'm gonna send you something in Steam.
Oh, okay.
Weren't you scrying on her brother, not the...
Yeah,
The brother, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. What's the correlation? That's
That's true. Why did he go
off-putting.
there when, as far as we know, Venomfang isn't there?
He would have no reason to be.
He wants to convert. Mirrodin for all.
Can I be one of y'all? I
Oh,
know
weird.
how to cook.
Oh, okay. So it's more that my scrying spell started there. Weird.
Yeah, like you called upon the power of Moradin, and that on this material plane would have been the source of it.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't even get really to see him. It just kind of got to the area, and I really don't know where.
Right. So it's like a looser earth, like a mossy kind of covering. You got the impression of like stone walls. There was like a white, foggy gauziness sort of thing. The raspy sound, and then the large shadow.
Does that mean he's alive?
That would mean he's alive. Otherwise, that would have failed.
Well, there's some
Are
good
you
news
saying
at
that my
least.
brother is alive?
I am.
Hey, that's good news.
That
Large shadows are
that
pretty
is
ominous.
good news. What does it mean when you don't see?
Well, that just means that my view didn't extend far enough, quick enough to get there. But
so he's definitely alive.
he's definitely alive. But I'm gonna try one more thing. One more thing. And now I'm gonna perform a scrying spell on Thunder Tree.
And then...
Right.
Oh,
See
okay.
what that yields. And since I'm familiar with that, it should just be the... There shouldn't be any modifiers. What is it for a location? Oh, my sensor will just appear
Well,
in that
it's-
location. So I'm gonna do my scrying spell from like the center of town. If I can get a good view of what's going on. Dragon is there.
Scry on the tower.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Perception.
Fucking hell.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
Wow. Aiden's kicking ass.
Yeah, he has some good modifiers. Kemmler never rolls anything above 10, so...
Kemmler achieves a score of 0 astonishingly often.
Astonishingly.
It's impressive, really.
Sorry, apparently I have to do this too.
Oakley dokley.
Oh, by the way, Hind,
Yeah.
and Kimmler for that matter,
Yes.
I got word the other day that the Rockseeker brothers, Colleen, Carp, my mom, and Heinrich's family, they are being watched by my people.
Beautiful.
Good, good.
Was Colleen the one that fed us cookies that day?
Yeah, Ollie's aunt.
Yeah, okay. She was cool. Oh, I can't wait to pull my computer apart and plug that card in.
Oh, I'm sure.
Really affect him that much? Okay, so Aiden and Ollie. Okay, sorry about that. So Aiden, Aiden sees the images that you see, and it's the same sort of thing. You know, you start at the Tower of Morden, goes down into the ground, kind of travels a little bit, and this time though, when it comes up, it's very much like it's erupting from the ground and flying up into the sky just a little bit. And Aiden's like drawing upon his sense of nature and everything. It's like the lighting seems the same. That was the same place. And Ollie's pretty sure he's correct.
Okay.
Wait, the spells showed us the same place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, at least the same town.
Area, so to speak.
I get it. Hind is just blown away.
Hang on, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
cool.
I'm a little confused
Sorry
by
about
that.
my misunderstanding earlier about Mithril Hall.
Why,
But,
what?
What are you confused about, Ollie?
I don't know.
We did the scrying spell on her brother first,
Right.
and my scrying spell originates in Mithril Hall, so the
Okay.
sensor moved through the ground to Thunder Tree. We weren't aware of that at first, but
Okay,
we got a vague image of a shadow and some rustling, raspy noises.
okay, that's what I missed. We were still talking about the first one. I didn't know.
No, and then the second one was in Thunder Tree, and you and Aiden noticed that the weather pattern, time of day, look of the area was the same.
Okay.
That is fucking nuts.
So, at this news, Piroska shoots back the last of her drink, slams down the glass. Well, boys, we start early tomorrow, so I must get some sleep. She jumps up, she grabs her satchel, and she turns to the barkeep and asks for a room. Trades him the money for the room and a tip. And then, finished with her business there, turns back to the gentleman just to say goodnight.
Tip does her business and walks away.
Good night. We shall see you tomorrow.
I admire your sense of purpose.
Well, good night then. I will see you all at the break of dawn.
And yeah, Hind's out too. He's ready to rock.
So, what time of day is it right about now?
As she walks up the stairs, her gaze shoots across the room and smiles at a gentleman. And she kind of waves him over. And they both go up the stairs together.
Nice. Kemler chuckles at that. Poor Aiden.
Why Aiden?
No reason.
What did I miss? What the hell? What?
What?
Behind just like jealousy blackout.
Okay.
Oh my.
With this information and everything, Ollie's gonna hop out the door and head towards the nearest temple to Timora.
Alrighty.
And when he gets there, he's just gonna go to the front shrine and just looking for someone there that might listen to him for a little bit and just say, I'm about to do something really stupid again. And Lady Luck, Lady Luck has been there and brought me out of it again and again. And Ollie's got his... First he puts down the coin purse that he took off the bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes his own out and he's just putting copper pieces, silver pieces, and gold pieces out on the tray. Just donating gold pieces to the temple. He says, We've done stuff like this before, but this feels different. One of these things has already killed me once. I know you're watching out, but a little bit of luck would go a long way right about now. And that's gonna be it. And he's gonna walk out the door.
That would have been the perfect moment to open the pouch and see what was inside.
No.
100,000.
Coin purse, not the gym pouch.
Oh my.
But I am gonna pretty much empty the entire coin pouch. I'm just gonna keep 10 copper, 10 silver, 10 gold pieces in the platinum I've got. But that's
Of your money?
yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm donating more than 400 gold pieces to the temple.
Well, you were gonna feel a little tickle as you went out, but instead you feel just like not really a warmth, just like a confidence as you leave the temple.
Like his soul is shining?
His soul is sure.
What a lovely feeling.
Last thing he says as he's walking out the doors, fortune favors the bold. And that's the same thing that's engraved on his new short sword and dagger, and he said it
Silver too. That's right.
silver. Yeah, he said the same thing when he stole our magic stuff back from Glaceal Sword.
Fuck yeah.
Hind, you doing anything that night?
Just lots of thinking. It's been a long time. He's worried about Tapan. He's worried about Neverwinter. But more than anything, he's very, very eager to see Venomfang dead. And is grateful it seems to be going in that direction finally, because he knows he's ready, and he's got a group that can handle it. And that's it.
Kemler, you anything?
Doing a little bit more work on the hammer overnight, a little bit. Just to where I'll get a full night's sleep still, because I used 2 level 5 spells to do that, so...
Jeez. What's the max spell you can hit right now? Max level?
5, and I've
5.
got 2.
Wow, and you used them both? Jeez.
Well, I figured we're going to be going to bed right after this.
Right,
so,
right. I just mean that's crazy. I don't know anything about spells, so.
Okay, so the next morning, everyone meets together and has some breakfast, pays up their bills. Anything they need to do in the morning?
Yep, there is. Ollie's going to the stables, he's getting us a couple of horses, he's getting us a wagon, and there's nothing Heinrich can do about it.
Karoska is very quiet with a sense of purpose about all of her movements. She eats her breakfast, she finishes her business around town. I think she has to tie up loose ends and gets ready to head up on the journey, but with very few words.
Breakfast beer!
That's exactly how Hind is, too. Focused. It's finally happening.
Breakfast beer and more tweaking on the hammer. That's going to be all I do the whole travel, unless we're in combat or something. Making sure this shit is good.
Breakfast, beer, and hammer time?
Yeah! Breakfast beer and hammer time.
Okay, so
I'm suddenly hoping that they'll take gemstones, since I just gave all my gold to the temple.
Right?
somebody
Do you guys have change?
I've got some smaller gems.
don't use those up too quick, then nobody will have
Wow.
change. Money bags.
Okay, so 2 horses and a wagon, is that right?
Yes, and all the feed and saddles and bits and bridles and that kind of stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like a 2-week journey.
Right, it's quite a way.
So
When we walk up and see the cart that Ollie bought, Hind freezes and just stands there staring at the horses.
I already bought them, and there's
and looks around.
I already bought them, and there's nothing you do about it, Hind.
I'm gonna ride in the cart and taking a wide
No, you're not.
wide circle around the horses.
You are walking. You wouldn't let me have a cart. You're walking.
there's
I had to walk for the last 3 weeks, and for every mile we go, that's like 2 miles for my little halfling feet. You're walking.
That's fine with me, and you can see him shooting fearful glances at the horses.
there's a stable boy that's there, and he kind of walks up and he's like, "Sir, you got nothing to worry about. They don't bite or nothing." As he holds up 3 fingers and points at one of them.
I'm rubbing my throat. It's not biting I'm worried about, kid. I'm happy to stay far away from him.
Are you scared of horses?
I'm not.
Sorry, I shouldn't ask that.
Not-
Sorry, I shouldn't ask that.
I'm not scared of
Are you
anything,
scared of
but
horses?
yeah, I'm scared of horses.
Really?
Yep, I'm gonna
You're
walk.
proficient with land vehicles.
Good idea.
As you're saying that, Kemmler like leans out from the cart and gives you this weird look. Okay.
That explains
Just kind of slowly
quite a
leans
bit.
back in.
Yeah,
All right.
let's just say I haven't done any singing since the last time I interacted with a horse.
Oh dear me. Well, perhaps we can get you back in the saddle in no time at all.
Was that innuendo? That wasn't funny.
Take it as you will.
I take it furry.
Wow.
Just kidding.
So at this
my
point,
God.
you notice that the stable boy has assless chaps on.
All chaps assless?
Let's leave,
Turns
please.
around and struts away.
Okay.
It's cheeky.
As we're like preparing the cart, I'm just like, man, this town is fucking weird.
Very cosmopolitan.
He kind of looks around a little bit disgusted, just turns and just starts walking down the road.
Okay, so it's a 2-week journey. I'm going to go ahead and roll all of our wandering encounter rolls here.
During the journey, I'm gonna be doing sending spells for Ollie. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
It says every 6 hours of travel, so there you go.
Jeez.
Right.
Well, Kazan, now you know why Hind would never want to buy a cart.
Ollie is amused by that.
Kemmler is a little bit amused, but you can see that he's like, are you sure I can't help you with that, Hind?
I haven't decided about that. Let's just say he has a thoughtful look on his face when you ask.
Just keep it in mind. In the future, I might be able to help you with that.
I appreciate it.
Hope that we get there.
You are literally a lifesaver, and I appreciate you greatly.
Oh, you're too kind, Hind. You're literally a murder machine, and I appreciate that greatly.
Oh my god. Any moment they're going to break out and braid each other's hair.
It would have been the first time.
Would you do that for me, Hind?
Didn't work.
I can't braid.
Oh, well, never mind.
Maybe she would.
He just starts braiding his own hair.
I just feel I should be pointing out, the last time we were in Thunder Tree, there wasn't any kind of cave or anything. Last dragon we fought was in a cave.
That's true. Caves
So,
suck.
From what I remember, there was the one building that we didn't go into was the tower where he was supposedly living.
Roosting?
Roosting.
Was he in there? I don't know.
Interesting indeed.
Well, we saw him. We had a brief interaction with him, but from what we saw and heard and knew, I gathered that his lair is the tower.
Yeah.
And Hind
Okay.
would know that too.
Somebody roll me a d8, please.
Wow.
That was fast.
That was really
Yeah,
fast.
that's, I'm not sitting on that.
Right? Can someone roll me a D8 rolls?
Roll me a D. Oh, 8. Perfect.
How did you know?
Somebody roll me a d6.
I didn't try that.
As somebody else.
I'm like beating Ollie.
I gotcha.
I had to do it
One.
because they said it was so fast.
3!
So you notice 3 travelers on the road ahead of you, kind of sloughing along. They're obviously tired after having walked as far. You guys are about 2-3 days outside of town at this point.
Are they going the same way we are towards us?
Yes.
Going the same way.
Mm-hmm.
How do they... So they... Okay, interesting. So are they traveling faster than us? Are they...
No, they're kind of shuffling along. They're obviously kind of poorer people that are just kind of like, drudging to the next town.
Well, I'm lagging behind the wagon on foot, so I got nothing to contribute right off.
You didn't get in the wagon.
No,
I
fuck
won't
no.
let him in the wagon.
I didn't want
Oh
to
my
get in
God.
the fucking wagon.
He made
Kemler.
me walk for 3 weeks.
Kemler and Ollie have a lot of jokes about all that.
Nice.
Like, this wagon sure makes traveling far more easy.
Look at him lagging behind.
Yeah.
Nice. So these people that are on the side of the road, I'm just gonna peek over the side of the wagon and ask them, where are you headed?
Up to Neverwinter.
Are we gonna stop
Peroska
in
seems to
Neverwinter
be
first?
sleeping in the back of the wagon through this.
Seems to be breaking out the DM language.
Well, I mean, who knows if she really is or not? But that's what the appearance is.
Aiden is just walking alongside with you, Hind. Why ride when you can
Aw.
walk, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are just south of the Mirror of Dead Men then.
The Mere of Dead Men. Mere.
Oh hey, here we go.
Mirror. No, you mirror.
Oh, that's a big map.
Hey.
And we were...
We're making good time to fight the
In-
Mayor of Deadman.
We were in Water Deep, right?
There we go. And then zoom
That's
into
like almost halfway point.
We're like
yeah,
a
you're
sixth
actually
of the way there.
you're going along the Sword Mountains, west of the Westwood there. Can you guys all see
Hugging the
the
mirror.
little hind thing?
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
just following the high road along there.
Okay.
Anything you want to do for the first night? And what's your watch order?
Hind immediately collapses. Plate mail is
So-
heavy.
Aiden will take first watch.
I'll take second.
Kemmler will do third. And then we'll wake up Hein to do last watch. You get us ambushed, we're not going to be pleased.
So, Aiden, what? Aiden, Ollie, Kemmler, Hind?
Aldem.
Aiden, Ollie, Kemmler,
My
Hein.
fingers are so cold, I can't type at all.
Oh man.
Gotta get some hand warmers. Or some gloves. Or a space heater.
Okay, so,
You're just full of solutions.
Ollie, roll me a d20.
Yes, solutions.
Okay. The night passes without issue.
Did we have any interaction with the three men?
Nope, just kind of walked by, I guess, right?
I asked them where they were going, and they said Neverwinter.
That was
And then a
the-
question was
okay.
raised, and we never went further.
Oh, what question was there? I didn't hear it.
Well, Ollie's not the type to offer him a ride.
What was
If someone
the-
else
I
wanted
didn't know- I
to.
didn't know-
Going to Neverwinter? We are too. Get back with Hind.
You want to
card is
ride?
for-
Why, yes. So does he. Walk with him.
That's brilliant.
The cart is for privileged individuals.
The privileged and the really short.
Yeah, that's something else I want to ask Lady Silverhand sometimes. What it takes to get a noble title.
Oh.
Gotta be noble.
Noble indeed,
Okay.
or noble indeed?
Kemmler, roll me a d20.
D20. Oh, that was Aiden, but
That works. That's fine.
okay.
Okay, so we inch forward more. So you're getting up towards the Mirror Dead Men, kind of off the coast. The salty air starts to kind of cool down a little bit. Even in the mornings, up towards about lunchtime or so, and then when dusk starts to fall, there's kind of like a fog that kind of rolls in from the north, and it's like a clingy fog. Like you don't swim through it with like kind of vortexes and swirls or something. You actually kind of almost have to push through it as you kind of move your limbs, and the fire that you set at night is noticeably dimmer than it was the night before.
When we get to this point, I'm gonna talk to Peroska and tell her there's a castle deep in that swamp there that this guy, pointing over at Aiden, blew up.
At
You
that,
blew up a
Aiden
cat.
just starts laughing.
So does Hind.
I did. I blew that castle up. We lit it
Well,
on fire.
The northeast
And then-
tower, at least, but
And
there-
then it got a little weird. It was a good time overall.
It did get a little weird.
A lot of
Are
arrows.
we just telling stories around the fire? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, I guess so.
there's also
what's
two
the
dragons over there.
purpose? Like why? So you blew up a castle. What about? And you said there's dragons there. I'd
Two.
like to hear more.
There were? I don't remember
Yeah.
any dragons.
We saw them
There was-
coming towards the castle
Yeah,
through
there's
that telescope.
Oh, you must have been terrified. What did you do?
that was the point we
We all
ran,
ran.
actually.
So the dragons live to breathe fire on others.
Those two, not the other ones.
To be quite honest, I don't know if they live there, but there were dragons there at one point.
She turned
But-
your attention toward Heinrich.
Yeah, we didn't kill those ones.
What do you say? You killed dragons?
How many
Are you
is it
this
now?
mighty?
We're up to three now.
Yep, 3 dragons.
So you're
Guys-
telling me that the four of you kill 3 dragons.
We're aiming for at least 4.
So why do you kill these dragons? What have they ever done to you?
Well, the 4th one took your brother, apparently.
She grows silent and she looks back at the fire.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Aiden elbows you. Come on, Hein. Really?
Well,
Really?
I'm sorry. It's all I can think about. It's been my life's mission for a long time. The other ones, they belong to a cult. And I'll look over at Ollie.
The cult of the dragon. We've been working against these guys for about 3 months now. They're trying to bring back Tiamat from the Nine Hells. She is the chromatic dragon queen, and she is a goddess. And if they bring her back, it's not going to be pretty for anybody.
Peroska looks enthralled and interested, and there's a look in her eye that you don't quite recognize, but you definitely have her interest.
She's in the cult! Kill her! Just kidding, just kidding.
That's exactly what I said I
she's
would do at
taking
one point.
information. And she doesn't know what to think.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Hiya! Fucking shit! Damn it.
You basically believe her more than your own mother.
She has beautiful eyes.
They sparkle green, don't they?
I got nothing.
So what did it make you believe that this dragon has my brother? Why do you
Yeah.
say such things?
Can learn.
Well, I wouldn't say he has your brother, but it didn't really look very good.
He is alive, though.
He's definitely alive.
So are you
can't
saying
say
that you
how-
believe that they are in the same location? That my brother is in the location of a dragon?
Aiden's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, based off of what we saw in the two different scrying spells, I'm pretty sure they're both in Thunder Tree. Pretty
You
sure.
say you've killed dragons. That means you must have spent some time around them, and you must know their nature. What is it that would keep Why would the dragon keep my brother alive? You must help me
Aiden-
understand.
Aiden does look confused at that, and he's like, yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Venom Fang's a
I mean-
sadistic bastard.
Yeah,
There's that.
green dragons in particular, they tend to take prisoners. We saw that with the Chuth back in Urinvane's lair.
That's true, but from what we saw, Venom Fang really didn't have any slaves before. And there really wasn't a lot indicating that he needed slaves. And yeah, just kind of strange.
Peroska grows very quiet and stares at the fire for a moment, and then she excuses herself and kind of wanders off a little bit into the bushes. And you just
Sure
get
you
the
don't
feeling
want
that
some
she's gone
company?
to perhaps relieve herself.
Oh. Okay.
Aiden asks that
Yeah,
after
that's not
she
you.
says she's
I
relieving
really don't
herself.
think I need any help, but thank you so much for your kind offer.
Yeah. Anytime.
I elbow Aiden. Come on, man.
She rolls her eyes and she walks off into the dark.
Turns to Hind. You know what, Hind? I don't want to hear it. I didn't see you hitting on any silver dragons.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
It is! It is! Did you not see that dragon? Come on, man. Silver dragons.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I miss Otar.
I'm sure you do. One track
Oh,
mind,
baby.
Aiden. One track mind.
2 tracks. I like to shoot things.
That is not how I thought that statement was going to end.
That's okay. I like to be a little mysterious. Gotta keep people guessing.
Mhm.
Anyway, now that I've thoroughly embarrassed myself, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
When did that
He
start
just lies
bothering
down.
you?
He just lies down and covers up.
I throw a rock at him as soon as he's about to fall asleep.
Can I do like a dex check to try to grab that?
Ooh, Oh, he would totally.
Yes, please.
He'd fucking snatch it out of the air.
+5.
Oh.
God damn it. That's Kemmler. That's No, it says Aiden. Never mind. Okay. There's those good old 3s. That's my, like, 6th one today.
Embrace the 3.
Embrace it.
I usually embrace the 0, so, you know.
Step up.
Fucking ones.
That one fight, Kemmler halfway through the battle. Oh, I didn't roll initiative, and Kai's like, "Yeah, I just assumed you rolled a 0. I'm sorry."
That happened.
That happened. So I guess that's it for that night.
Hein, roll me a d20.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah.
Wow.
Preloading.
4 dragons attack. Rocks fall and Kemmler dies.
Oh no.
That's okay. Moradin would bring him back.
Yep.
Where's the
So
kid?
go ahead and
You're not
Just
done
where you
rolling
wanna be.
zeros. Get back to life.
I actually kind of. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Oh, I'm sorry.
so this
I was
will
playing
be
water.
during Hein's morning thing, morning watch.
Oh, okay.
So you're all asleep. Where are you guys sleeping?
So we're all sleeping.
Oh.
in. Okay.
Do we have like a fire somewhere? Because I think we'd be like around the fire.
Yeah, yeah, the girl especially, she's a wuss. Like, let me let me curl up beside the fire.
Holy shit, I do.
Hey, look at
She doesn't
that.
like being cold.
Perfect. So,
Can you put her closer to the fire? Put the closer fire. to her?
I'll perch up on the rock so I
closer
can
to
see
her.
over everybody since I'm currently in the watch.
Yeah, she's kind of huddled up next to this fire in a fetal position, just kind of shivering on and off, but not terribly, not in an alarming way, just enough. Yeah, she's not handling being outside in the cold very well.
She's had a rough couple of days, too.
Ollie's laying next to this rock here, trying to block some of the wind, maybe.
Alrighty.
Your tiny 2-foot form blocks all the wind.
No, I mean having the wind blocked off of me by the rock.
You know where I got that campfire, but that's really cool.
That is cool.
Okay, so Hein, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy, here we go. Go. Hindsight. I shit.
Oh no.
I'm
Do,
sharp-
do, do.
sharpening my sword. Sharpening my sword.
He's looking. No, you're not sharpening your sword. You're looking at your reflection in the sword, admiring yourself.
Honestly, Hind would be admiring the sword.
Look at that smile. Everybody loves me.
You're
So
such a
as you're
hero.
doing that,
It's more like, I kill all the things.
Yep. Look at you. You're so scary. You're so scary. Who's scary? You are.
In that voice too.
You're just so scary.
Little bit of a growl. Growl.
Arr.
so as you do that, you notice you're kind of like rolling your S's a little bit, like you're kind of extending them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then you do that, and you're like, who's super scary? And as you do that, you notice that even after you stop saying the S, you still hear the S.
Oh, shit.
Are the rest of us still asleep?
Okay, I kind of sit up and look around like, what the hell? What's going on?
And you, you look to your right and you don't see anything. You tip to the left and there's just that swarm of snakes. Look back to your right, still don't see anything.
And then look back to the left and scream, "Snakes!"
Does he yell
Yes.
snakes? And we does it wake us up? Does it wake me up?
His
I don't
voice
know,
can't
but
get very loud.
Swarm of poisonous snakes strikes at you.
But... Okay.
Him.
Snakes! Snakes!
Snakes on a cart.
Can I instinctively riposte?
Yeah, they missed.
Yes.
And you did say your sword was out, so.
Yep. Alright. Yeah! Got me a hit. Oh my god! Okay.
That's a lot of snakes.
I don't know, man. You do the flavor on that. I don't even know how I would... What's going on?
You're just kind of, like, from the flat end of the sword, you're just kind of, like, trying to smash them against the rock.
Good lord, Pasha.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'm screaming.
So, go ahead and roll initiative, Hind.
Okay.
Not bad. Okay, so... We just went. Give me another perception check.
Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Not bad.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage, Broska.
Okay.
Again, that'll be the main character sheet. Okay. You are sleeping peacefully. Hind, did you make any sound or anything?
Yeah, if
Can
you
I
would
change
allow it.
that?
As soon as I struck out with that riposte, I would instinctively yell snakes as loud as that gravelly voice can go.
Never mind. If I'm sneak. So, all I was gonna say is that I hear the I hear like in the background there's like a commotion, and I kind of roll my eyes, annoyed because people are waking me up, and I would just roll over and hunker back down and just
Nice,
fall back
nice.
into my sleep.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative, Broska.
Okay.
Holly, Aiden, and Kason, give me perception checks.
Kemmler.
Yeah, I was like Ollie, Aiden, and Kazin? Poor Kemmler. Yeah, I got higher than 10.
Ooh! Check that out.
It's funny, we roll the same thing, but we don't roll the same thing.
Nope. Wow, nice. You guys are attuned to the sound of Hein's frantic voice.
I guess so.
Okay, so Ollie, you wake up. Go and roll initiative. Okay.
I'm loving that was 8 to initiative.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's why I can't find you, because you're at the very top.
Yeah, he is.
I was looking at 14, like, no, he's not there, he's not there. Oh, there he is. Okay, so you wake up, and you notice that Peruska is swarming with snakes.
Oh.
Shit.
And then you hear in the tree to the south, you hear movement. Aiden as well. Get one initiative.
Which tree to my south?
Okay.
Is the nearest one or the further one?
The close big one, just south
Okay.
of Hein there.
Aiden got a 7.
Oh yeah.
All
So
my
Aiden,
rolls,
Aiden
since I
wakes
rolled
up,
6,
but he doesn't actually get to do anything.
only 2 have been above 10.
Nice. And then go ahead and Kevlar roll initiative.
Come on, zero.
Initiation.
Damn.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Roll the 10. Yeah, went back down to 9. Okay, so Kevlar's just above Aiden. Look at that. So you guys hear more motion coming from around that tree. You guys can see that. You see 2 lizard men kind of, approaching out of the bush towards Hind.
Oh, nice.
Ollie, your turn.
Looking at all these snakes on top of swarming all around Peruska, the first thing I can think of is just sleep. And I take out the just a fine bit of sand out of my pouch and cast the spell at a 2nd level to try and put those snakes to sleep, just right next to her.
Okay.
Let me see, how does this work?
Roll well. Roll well.
Is that 68, right?
Yes.
All I imagine is Ollie. Stop! It's nap time! Sleep.
Hell yeah.
Little snakes and don't you cry.
I don't know if there's a context to that, but it sounded adorable.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was funny.
Stop. It's nap time.
I think about half the
Oh,
snakes or so seem to kind of stop squirming as much, and kind of lay down a little bit, kind of curl up into little swirls.
How many of them did you say? All of them or just some of them?
A little bit over almost half, maybe. Because this is like a big old swarm of snakes. They're like all over her.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Any movement or anything?
I'm gonna use my cunning action to hide behind this rock. If I think these guys haven't seen me yet.
So there's a campfire next to her.
He's next to a rock.
Yeah,
You're
rock,
moving.
rock,
Sorry,
yeah.
never mind. Sure, go ahead and roll a stealth check when you get to where you want to be.
Plus fucking 12?
Yep.
Damn.
Rogues, dude.
Woo!
So do you want to be
Roguish
over
bar.
by Heinrich, or?
If I can get there, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can get there. I can't.
Like
really see
you're out in
grid
the
very
open
well.
right now. Yeah. Just go ahead and move approximately where you want to be.
Right about there.
Oh shit! There was a rock right there. Never mind. Okay.
That's what I was saying. I wanted to hide behind that rock.
Well, you were selected, so it was all whited out. So yeah, you can say where you were and hide if you want.
Okay.
Sorry
Remember, he's only
That's
like
okay.
2 feet.
He's a good 3 foot tall, maybe.
A strong 3 feet.
So the snakes start being at Hind again, trying to sneak in between like his armor and everything.
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay.
Right? Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a
Snakes
hind.
on the plane.
Oh my god.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
that was
you!
a save. Yes.
Wow.
Crit save. Yeah.
So you know they're kind of like one kind of goes in under your neck and kind of chews in there, and you feel like the burn of kind of poison, and then you feel like a tightness like around your ring, and then just like this pulse. Just you actually feel it push the poison back out, and it actually like dislodges the snake and it drops down to the rock there.
That's right. Ring of poison resistance.
And squirms away.
Right.
Okay,
Your
so
turn.
the flavor for this attack, I want to be feeling them all over me and seeing the swarm. I just want to like do a roll and using my mastery of the plate armor to crush the ones that are on me and roll across the ones that are on the ground. And just crush them
Sure,
all in
sure.
one roll. What do you want me to do for that?
Go ahead and just do like a +5 d20 roll.
+5 d20. Yeah!
That'll do it. So go ahead and do like 2d6.
Okay. Sweet.
So the majority of them, you end up kind of smushing and scraping, and there's just like this harsh kind of acidic smell that's all around. And you know, you're kind of like as you lift your limbs up, as you get up, they're kind of like stuck, and you know this nastiness just kind of strings off your armor.
Can I just use the second attack to just crush the rest of them then?
Yes, sure.
Ooh! Yep.
Or you can crit it. I mean, I was just gonna let you have it, but that works too.
Fucking hell. Alright, well, cool. And then, let's just say, for flavor's sake, that I was crushing the rest of them off of me as I charge towards these guys and get right up into the mob. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Just yelling, "Wake up, you guys! Wake up!"
So two takes a. Oh, look at that! You're next to him now. That's beautiful.
That's so cute. That's adorable.
So he's going to try to ram you with like a spiked shield that he's got. You know, and you know this move well. So he kind of lunges towards you, trying to meet you as you rush up towards him.
Oh, I love lizard folk. Ow.
Kind of, you know, one of the spikes kind of goes between your armor just a little bit. He then follows up with a heavy club.
Damn.
19, drop 19. Awesome.
I'm just saying, ooh, ow, ow, ooh.
So Sass Bird like dinged its cage just as that hit. So there's like this metallic ringing as I rolled that damage. That's awesome.
That's
Perfect.
fantastic.
Ooh, ow. Oh, it hurts. Someone help.
So the swarm of snakes on Peroska continues to kind of worm around, like almost like, you know, kind of trailing circles around her limbs and her neck and kind of crawling across her face and everything. This is
Across
Pork
the
9
face? Really?
on the other.
God damn it.
This is Folk 9 on the other side of Heinrich. To advantage of the attacks that the first one did, comes in behind and tries to bite the back of your neck.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
You've critted me 3 times today!
I hate you guys. In all of our sessions, I've rolled 120.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's
Don't worry, your
hilarious.
20's coming. It's going to be awesome too. The timing will be beautiful.
Yeah, for me, it'll be hilarious. It'll be like, roll a perception check to see if you can hear Hind using the bathroom.
I love it.
Okay, awesome.
That's more like it.
I'm gonna riposte that one. So, what would you say this one runs up and does?
Not to slow things down a little bit, but can you explain to Saf what you're doing? Because she's never seen a Battlemaster before.
Oh, okay. So I have superiority die. I have 5 of them, and at certain times, based on the ability, I can spend one of those dice to affect an attack of mine, and the dice itself gets added to the damage as long as I hit. The one that I'm specifically doing right now is whenever something attacks me in melee, if it misses, I can riposte, where I immediately get an attack on him, and if I hit, I get the riposte dice added to the damage total.
The crazy thing about that is it doesn't take a reaction.
It does take my reaction.
Oh, it does?
Otherwise, I would be doing that 3 or 4 times a turn.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it didn't.
Still, though, that puts me up to around 4 or 5 attacks a round. In fact, that round I should have gotten extra attack because I got a kill, but I forgot about it. So, anyways, I'm gonna riposte 17, and I don't know. He charges up on me, and he incidentally.
Great weapon, adept.
I miss. So nothing happens. I try to spear him, and it kind of slides along his armor as he charges at me.
Man, there's a lot of lizard men.
Indeed.
Can any of you guess what I'm gonna do?
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna do.
Try to do
I
it
have
before
no
anybody.
idea what you're doing.
Do it,
You'll see.
I look forward to seeing it.
do it before anybody turns invisible.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
Maybe it'll be Ollie.
Okay.
A shaman, huh?
So the shaman
Is it
sees
about-
Hind.
Huh?
He starts to kind of, does like this dance, like he's hopping back and forth from each leg, and his tail is kind of whipping, back to one shoulder and the back and to the other shoulder, and he kind of swirls his hands a little bit and points them towards you as he like kind of spits a bone out of his mouth, and there's no saving throw. There's a saving
Take
throw.
my bone attack.
What'd you say?
Your sword starts to. Goodness, did you guys hear that?
Kind of. What was that?
Gnomes are attacking.
That's the bird. Your sword starts to glow red hot in your hands.
Shit.
So you take 14 points of damage, fire damage. Any resistance to that?
I don't think so.
If only that was me.
Yep. Take 14.
So, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
You have to drop your sword.
I'm gonna pop Indomitable and redo that saving throw.
Did you say he was going to drop his sword?
Yeah, there we
What
go.
would...
But you're
Don't
like,
drop the soap
I'm not
in
a
the jungle,
pussy, I'm not gonna
Masha."
do that.
I do not drop my sword.
So he kind of continues his little dance as you hold on to this sword that just keeps getting hotter and hotter, and it's just scalding your fingers.
Is it like a Xena warrior princess dance?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe it's like a
So-
Beastmaster sword dance.
I'm right here.
A Conan warrior dance.
I'm going to... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of lizard men. Okay. Wow. In that case,
Help. Help.
can't see the grid, but it looks like I can make it to about here. I only have 25 speed, so
That looks like 25 on the grid to me.
yeah, that's what I figure looks about proper. And once I reach this point, I'm going to pull out my newly fashioned light forger. Ah, yes, I'm so pleased with this.
Hell
And I'm
yeah,
going to
man.
use Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
So I just lift up my really awesome Amulet of Ass Kickery. I burn the dross from you! And I cast Spirit Guardians at level 4. Yeah, my
Bunch
favorite
of
spell.
fluorescent blue birds come flying around and attack people.
The proper term is cherubs.
And
Proper term is angelic dwarves.
For some reason, they make everybody wet.
So 1d8, so 4d8? Okay, cool. Alright. So I don't know if you still have the really awesome overlay. There it is.
Yeah, he does.
30-foot diameter.
That's so cool.
That is kick-ass. Look at that.
I think that's too big.
That's a little too big.
There you go.
1, 2, yeah, that looks right. Okay, cool.
So can you again describe what this looks like?
Because
Because I don't think Zaf's ever seen this spell either.
As I cast the spell, a bunch of small dwarven golden spirit things fly from my amulet and start surrounding us all, because I can see all of us. So I can choose any people that I can see that are unaffected by the spell. But whenever something starts its turn within my area here, they take 4d8 radiant damage, and their movement speed is halved.
God, that is strong. 4d8
Pretty.
every fucking round? Just for
Every
being there.
round. They do make a wisdom saving throw to take half damage, though.
Still. Jesus.
This is gonna hurt.
I'm hoping.
We decided that it's only when they start, so like you
Right,
kicked
right.
it off, so they don't take anything. Right, okay.
Right. So that was Kemmler. Then it's Aiden. And Aiden is gonna wake up and be like, "Ah, what? Snakes? What? What?" And he's gonna pull out his sword because he sees Paraska covered in snakes. And he's gonna use his rapier to try to aid her with her snake problem. So I guess he'll move this way. And oh, I closed it. 1 sec.
So they're actually all over her. So
Okay, so maybe not with his weapon. Maybe just with his hand trying to grab them and throw them away.
okay.
So, since that's not a weapon, just a d20 plus my strength. Oh, ouch! Minus my strength. Or would that be dexterity? That's a tricky call.
Give me a dex check.
Dex check plus 5. Sometimes I hate
Bio
this game.
real fast.
Okay, so Perushka, you are sleeping there. You feel very warm, and Lowen's like kind of, you know, swaddled at the moment. You've got kind of like this, you know, rolling motion all around you. And that's when you notice Aiden trying to molest you.
Oh, nice.
I
Nature uses snake cocoon.
my eyes kind of just like briefly open and close again, just kind of like being lulled out of my sleep. And I see Aiden like kind of over me. And I can feel movement on my body, and I'm very much not happy. What is the matter with you? You get your hands off of me or you are going to lose them. Have you lost your mind?
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. There's snakes.
What are you talking about? And she kind of stops, and she's still kind of lulling out of her sleep. And she opens her eyes and she looks down. And a snake is basically eye to eye with her. And forgive me for not being able to animate it, but realization just hits her like a brick wall, and she lets out a blood-curdling scream that like takes the birds off of their tree perches above. And then she scurries to her feet, and she's just standing there, covered in snakes and completely petrified. She doesn't move an inch, and she's just looking.
Apparently she failed her constitution save.
Like even the spirit guardians like stop and like, what the fuck was that? Okay, Ali.
Okay, so what am I seeing from the lizard folk? Are they like headed this direction right now?
So the three are kind of like the three inside the zone there are starting to react to these you know, spectral forms kind of pulling through them. The two that ran around there they look like they're trying to get around behind Aiden, but as soon as they heard her scream, they all turned. And give me an insight check. You kind of see their eyes grow a little big, and their demeanor changes slightly less aggressive.
When they see her?
The commotion that's happening over there, yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
I'm not too worried about them right now. I'm more worried about the snakes on her than. God, what do I even do? Do I think sleep would help again at all right now, or would that be a no-go?
The what?
The sleep spell. Is that going to help at all?
There are less snakes on her than when you cast it the first time. There's like you know, half of them or so are still just like on the ground as she stood up. They didn't react as she woke up.
Okay, I'm gonna try that again and just try to put as many of them as I can to sleep again, taking the sand out of the pouch again. And just
okay, go ahead and do the roll again.
I'm gonna do it at level 2 again.
So basically what he's doing is he's casting sleep spell on your location, and then based on the lowest amount of hit points, it'll start to try and put things to sleep. Yeah, so he rolled 21. So since you've got more than 21 and Aiden has more than 21, it'll start with the snakes, and that is enough to put the rest of them there. So all the snakes sort of start to fall asleep and fall off her and land at the ground.
Okay.
Nice. Good
Finally,
work,
that spell has worked.
Drax, we're getting a little bit of echo from you.
Oh,
okay, so
Sorry, man.
after that,
you're good.
I'm gonna walk up to this lizard 11 here. I'm not rushing at him, but I've got both swords. I've got the Dragon Slayer sword in my right hand, and I've got the silver short sword in the left hand. And I just look at him and I'm going, "You want to dance?" And I'm right about there.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so I had just finished my charge up towards the lizard folk mob, and you swear you see teeth shine a little bit through the faceplate as he begins to lay into 17, who charged forward to meet him. Because fortune favors the bold, right?
Fortune favors the bold.
And kind of downward diagonal from top right to bottom left, just slashes across the dude's torso and opens the rib cage really bad, and
Cauterizes it instantly.
with the extra fire damage from my incidentally smoking hot sword, and then continues the swing up to his left into Lizard Folk 9. Let's see how this guy does. No better. Okay. And then I'm going to say my sword got kind of stuck in his side, coming up at him at an upward angle. I'm going to use my extra attack with Great Weapon Master, since I got a kill. And it is a miss. I can't pull my sword out. And that is when I'm going to pop Action Surge, because they're actually doing quite a bit of damage to me. So I'm going to try again. Finish this guy off here.
Nice. Plus 10.
Nice. So I struggle to pull the sword out. I just pull my foot up and
Dude,
boot
you
him in
rerolled
the
all those
chest.
ones.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. I boot him in the chest, and it just kind of cuts through him as I pull the sword out. And then I've got one more left here. Lizard Folk 2. This one I'm going to make Great Weapon Master.
You're totally stealing Kemler's thunder.
Ugh.
Really are.
Oh no.
That's what you get.
Shit.
Do you have any way to reroll that?
I don't think so. No.
I would say that the
right?
heat of the sword just got too much to you, and you just say you had to let it go.
Fuck. Alright. And then I'll pop second wind.
Roll me another attack.
Oh shit. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Okay, good.
Alright. I was gonna say, if it was a critical, I was gonna let you have the attack and just like leave it in him.
Oh, damn. Okay. I accidentally clicked the thing without actually doing second wind.
You set it out of combat to like preparation or something. You'll see the button again.
Yeah, there it is. There we go. Okay, and that's me. And I'm sorry, Drax, I didn't really realize that was happening. I just
Not a problem.
killed what was next to me.
I was just giving you crap.
Okay.
Is Lizard
We
Man
got
2?
this guy. Yep.
Alright, cool. Nope. Nope. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Blam!
Yeah. I guess I should do this for me. Good night, Dad.
Okay, so he can only do 15. Oh no. He's gonna back away. Any attack of opportunity? No,
Well,
you dropped your sword.
yeah,
Haha.
I dropped my sword, damn it. Fuck.
Maybe he, no. Okay, he's gonna stay and attack you then.
He steps away. Oh, I'm okay. Steps forward and attacks. And I can't even riposte. I don't have my fucking sword. So dumb. So dumb.
And then he's gonna drop back.
So dumb.
He's gonna stop his dance, and you see that your sword kind of starts to cool down a little bit. He's then going to cast he doesn't cast anything. He just looks at the battle and kind of bows his head a little.
Oh.
Killer.
What?
Okay.
Did he try to cast and fail, or?
So he stopped his dance. He kind of looked around, and you saw him kind of like, juggling his pouches and his bones that he had in his hands and stuff. And then he just bowed his head and stopped.
Okay.
I'm gonna run past Hein and get about here.
That's gonna hurt.
My plan. And I'm gonna make
God, and two of them are next.
I'm gonna make an attack against lizard folk too. With my new hammer. Yeah.
Ooh!
Oh yeah.
Yes!
Never happens.
Ouch.
What?
Look
Okay,
at
so
you
then I'm gonna
saving it for the
use
right moment.
Breaking it
Vine
in.
Strike. All the extra die. Awesome. A whopping 13. But I killed him.
Wow. Yeah.
He's dead. The flaming
Nice.
hammer of doom.
So what did that divine strike look like?
As I lifted back my hammer to swing, it just lights on fire. And as I swing, it kind of explodes as I hit him in the head. And it all just explodes.
It all explodes.
Just explosions everywhere.
And instead of gore, it's all just ash. Awesome. Alright, so that's Aiden. Aiden's gonna make sure there's no snakes anymore, because they're just kind of gone now. Right?
They're asleep.
Yeah, but there's no tokens, so...
Wait, who? What?
The snakes that were covering Peroska?
I mean, you could spend the round, stepping on them if you wanted. They are asleep on the ground though.
Well, I'm gonna see that the danger has passed. He's gonna move this way. And
This way?
talk this way. He's gonna make a shot at... Oh, no. He's gonna Hunter's Mark.
Ooh.
Hunter's Mark. And he's going to use a sharpshooter attack. Alright. Awesome.
It was an 8 hits.
Still +7. 1 damage.
Nice.
I can only use the sharpshooter once per turn? No, that's the Colossus
Sharpshooter you
Slayer.
can use every
right?
time. Colossus Slayers only once they've taken damage.
Alright, well, I'm gonna skip the sharpshooter this time. I'm gonna use Colossus Slayer. Right on.
Plus fucking 12.
Those ones! I killed it, though.
Beautimus.
Alright, so that's Aiden. Whoops, I keep
Okay, starting to turn.
Here we go. There we go.
Bunch of tiny hammers to the face.
Nice. Good.
Tiny hammers.
In the mind. He doesn't die. But I heard it
No.
for a whopping 7.
Did you know that lizard folk can hold their breath for 15 minutes?
Weird.
Alright.
Makes sense, they're
Interesting.
lizards. Those big amphibious lungs.
This guy is kind of like...
Reptilian, I guess? Whatever.
He starts to kind of slowly trudge towards you as he's like, swiping his hands back and forth, trying to get these, spectral things that keep like ripping into and through him as he tries to get to Kemmler.
Bring it!
I don't know what you guys just danced right there. I don't know what happened.
That was funny. Do-si-do, and around they go.
Nice.
Oh, missed with an 8.
My AC is 20.
21, right?
So
be,
distracted by
but-
these things that it just couldn't do anything.
Nice.
This is for 11. Wakes up to these things running through it.
Right, Spirit Guardians. Yeah. Yeah!
Smash.
Oh my god, I didn't roll a 1.
Woo!
Right on.
I'm gonna try the same attacks.
Nice.
Yep.
He kind of
Yeah,
backs
you
away,
better run.
swatting at these things. Broska.
So kind of angry and upset that her sleep was interrupted and all this commotion, and she was scared out of her wits, and now her flight has turned to fight and she is pissed. She looks around. I'll teach you, you stupid little reptiles. And she looks for anything, and she finds a stick that's somewhat sharp, and she picks it up and she starts such like heaving it toward these sleeping snakes at their heads, trying to kill them off as they lay there.
Make a kebab.
Whether they're she doesn't even know whether or not they're alive. She just knows that she wants to cause them pain and anguish. So she starts just like stabbing away at these sleeping snakes.
Okay, you easily kill about half of them or so in your turn. Any movement or anything?
No, just until they're all dead. That's the only thing she's interested in.
Just heartlessly slaughtering tiny baby snakes.
So number 11, that is
Indeed.
number 11 that is dropped back next to Aiden is looking in really bad shape. 4, not so much. He's still pretty viable.
Okay. Seeing this
Not
guy
for long.
trying to bolt between me and Aiden and in the direction of our guest, I'm gonna wait till he's a little bit past me and then come up behind him. And with both of those swords, the first one I'm going for the, what do you call it, the right behind his calves, just trying to cut him down.
Oh, nasty. Okay.
Nice. Sneak attack. Boom. Beautiful.
Man, Ollie. We're getting a lot of 1s.
He did.
And
He doesn't know that.
with my bonus action, I'm going to dash up into the fray with Kimmler and Heinrich.
Okay.
Oh no, it was your bonus action. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah. Okay. I haven't used two weapons before. Okay, so that's me.
Alright, I'm gonna take my 3 charging steps up to Lizard Folk 4, and let's see how these rolls go, and then I'll say what happens here. Is a hit.
Picking your weapon up?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I forgot my sword dropped. Yeah,
I'd say half your movement, so yeah, you're fine.
okay, cool. Yeah, so pick it up.
Like you can do like a run at him as you like lean down, pick the sword up, and drive it through or something.
That's perfect, because based on this, and let's go ahead and make this, since it hit a trip attack, because it would definitely trip somebody. Oh wait, that takes a DC. So if right here I'm spending a superiority die, and if he fails the roll, which he did, the attack knocks him prone on top of the damage that it does.
Oh, he'll be dead
He'll definitely be dead. So
before your next attack.
So it's perfect that I'm crouching down, running forward, and I scoop my sword up, and as I'm standing up, I just bring the sword point up under his chin and drive it through the bottom of his skull, lifting him off his feet and continuing to charge past, carrying him by his head, slam the sword point down into the ground, and just spear his head through completely.
Ah,
Okay.
That is some
okay.
constitution there. We're gonna do this.
I told you.
Welcome
he's a
to
death machine.
Welcome to combat with Hind.
Indeed.
He slams the sword into the ground, so it's spearing through the guy's head, and then just immediately stands up calmly and dusts his hands off and looks around.
Kroska
Welcome to
takes
combat
notice.
with Hind and Friends.
He looks at the corpse laying on the ground, looks up at Heinrich and takes note.
Takes
Ollie,
note.
Ollie looks up at Heinrich and says, "Damn, man, did he piss you off?"
A little bit, yeah. This one I meant to kill.
This one you what? I'm sorry.
This one I meant to kill.
Oh. Okay. I heard this one I meant kill.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That's what I heard too.
This one
Okay.
I purposefully intended to destroy.
So excited he's missing words.
It's that wireless connection.
Indeed, I do need to figure out wiring that bitch in. Anyways,
So I will disable the Guardians of Spirit.
well, I guess that's that. Sorry to interrupt you guys' rest.
I gotta figure out a way to like save this at the right size.
Yeah, I can't do anything with it, so...
I personally apologize for failing to see that coming. Is everybody okay? Looking specifically at
I'm the only one
Kroska.
that took any damage.
Am I really?
Yep.
They took me down halfway, man. That second wind was key.
At the end of combat, I cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, that's what I'm here for. You're at third level.
Momentarily, she just looks flustered for a moment, and then she collects herself. And she looks around, somewhat in disgust and annoyance, and says, I really need to go find some water to wash up in.
There's the Mirror of Dead Men just north.
Nice.
Aiden's like, I have a bottle of endless water.
And she looks around to see if there's any water sources nearby.
Aiden.
It's really
Totally
funny
would,
because it's
too.
true.
Aiden's more like a source of endless tiny rocks.
He just pulls out his decanter.
It becomes a little shower. Portable shower.
You can
Portable
use this if you
shower.
like. Wow.
Put a little shower head in the bottle, just...
We're not gonna go there.
Oh, but it would be so
Wow.
much fun.
Well, as long as everybody's okay, I guess we'll have to rest the night out.
You guys finish your long rest.
Holy shit, dude, this decanter is badass.
Yeah, it is. The water gun, I forgot about that. It's got some combat potential.
It produces 30 gallons of water. What the fuck? Okay.
That's a lot of
30
water.
gallons. Yeah, it is.
That will be just enough, but you're going to have to turn around while you point it.
Well,
That's a
He
long
gives
ass
it to
shower,
you.
lady.
he gives it to you and just don't worry about it. Give it back when you're done. When you're ready, just whisper fountain to it and it'll produce 5 gallons of water for you.
Ah, very good. Thank you so much.
But
and
of
off
course.
she goes into the forest, off into the bushes.
It's funny that she goes feeling the need to shower when Hind is just covered in gore and just sits down like nothing happened.
She was touched by snakes and was like, I gotta get unclean!
Well,
Forever
just-
unclean!
Coated in gore, some of it is mine. And I just sit back down and start sharpening my sword again like nothing happened.
Well, I'm
That's
gonna get
fantastic.
some rest.
That was
Back
Hind's
to the
shower.
No comment.
So it's 11:30.
Oh wow, it is.
I think that's a good stopping point. This was an awesome session. I love how those stories interconnected and took us this way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That
And I
was-
got my hammer, so I'm content.
Yeah, that was an awesome session.
Did you read the description of your
You
hammer?
guys were lovely.
Yeah, and hand for our Seth, our guest. That was awesome.
Thank you. It was really exciting. I really enjoyed every moment.
I'm glad that you did.
I think
We
we have a
usually
good
have a pretty good
dynamic,
time.
so hopefully you can find a way to make this more regular.
Oh, I hope
Quit
so.
your job in D&D.
Quit my job indeed.
We'll pay you. Somebody will.
If anyone will, it'll be Hind.
In air hugs
Case
and
has got a bunch of
kisses,
gems.
I was
low
gonna
kisses.
say, Ollie's the
That's
rich
right.
bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm here next week, and then the first 2 Tuesdays in March, I'm working like 14 hours a day for 2 weeks, so won't be around.
Okay.
But then I can pick back up maybe the 2 weeks after that.
Sounds good.
So it'll be kind of intermittent, and we'll kind of just see where it goes. And if we like it, then yeah, I mean, we could definitely look at me picking up a more constant and permanent position.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
I'm
We'll see
sure.
how she goes.
I'm sure Kai's explained to you that we already have a fairly intermittent player, as you've seen. So it's no big deal to us. We'll work you in.
Oh, very nice. Do you agree, Kaysen?
Absolutely.
I've known Kaysen for a couple of years now, and
So we don't have to apologize for his behavior.
no, I'm a little surprised.
Oh, so you already know, huh?
Quiet
Okay.
you are
We don't
during
have to
the
explain
session.
him, do we? Good, good.
Are you normally this quiet during a session?
Probably not. I don't know. Am I?
He's nervous.
what we're doing.
You're new people.
No, he knows me.
I know,
I
but
wouldn't make him nervous.
He also gets yelled at if he talks, so.
What?
Or at least too loudly.
Usually it's Aiden.
or his grandma.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's a pretty active player.
No.
That's me.
I thought we meant outside the game. That got shitty. Damn.
It was
I-
a joke.
I apologize. So I didn't intend to be quiet.
How dare
Oh,
you?
don't apologize, honey. I just wasn't sure because I mean I'm just used to you being a very open and very talkative person, and you were very quiet tonight, and I didn't know if
You were dead?
I didn't know if it was for any reason or not. So not to put you on the spot. I just
That's
know how
fine.
much you love this game.
Oh, I do.
That is a true statement. Anyways, that was
To
really...
be fair, we're all pretty awesomes.
We're alright.
It seems so. I would
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be modest or anything.
Well, this has been fun, guys. I'm gonna take apart my computer, so
Oh, enjoy putting in your new video card.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm envious.
Good to meet you,
You could
Saf.
avoid all that
looks-
work and enjoy the
looks
spirit
nice.
of giving. You just want to send it to me.
Spirit of giving.
Right? Maybe we could do a swap.
He
think
says
I-
Same
that- I'm
graphics
just gonna
card.
say
Mine's
this.
just white.
As he says that to you, about 3, maybe 4 years ago, I bought a new track IR.
Okay,
It's
well, let's
where
call
it's
it
sitting
for the
right
night.
Now.
Oh, man.
That's right. Right now, I'm looking at it, sitting right on top of his headset. He's a very persuasive man. I'm just gonna say.
I gave her my nearly new one.
He gave me his Tracker R4, and that's what does that sit on your head? A 5
His,
what?
my gently loved one. This is the
Uh-huh.
5. I had a 4.
And I have the
Gently
4,
loved.
and he has the 5.
When's the last time you've ever used it?
It's been 2-3 years.
Exactly. So I just found a better home for it.
I haven't used it since Star Citizen stopped using it the first time. So that was been definitely 2 or 3 years.
Holy
Okay.
crap! So I found out why Hein doesn't like horses.
Why?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Educate me.
You don't even know.
Oh!
Oh dear.
What is...
Oh dear.
Welcome to Late Night Imager.
pack of hounds. That thing has an
Pet
arm.
appreciation.
What? What?
It's like a horse
Oh my
dog
God.
growing out of a person. That's fucking haunting. Holy shit.
Good luck. What? Kai, seriously.
That's awesome. We
Kai,
need to
what
fight a
the
pack
fuck?
of
There you
those.
go. That'll help.
We're just finding pictures of Heinz nightmares right now. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that absolutely helps.
Oh, I forgot to say this. When we were at the inn, the tavern, and Ollie and Kemmler were explaining how a scry spell works, that was Heinz' face. Just like, magic is so cool. Just puppy dog eyes. Like,
I have a
oh,
couple of catnips.
I want some catnips. I miss my catnips.
All right. Well,
Well, yeah. Outside of character, the reason that he's scared of horses is because his throat was crushed in a training accident by a horse.
Wow.
So that's why his voice is all fucked up. Yeah. And then there was a healer on hand, and that guy healed his throat and saved his life, but fucked up his voice box. And as far as we know, Hind has not.
So he
seen-
has this really hoarse and gruff voice.
Yeah, that's why I do that voice. He doesn't have much of a voice.
I see.
Yeah.
I like it.
The last picture is why you guys should all get Kingdom Come.
kingdom shall come.
Oh wow, they really stuck to it, huh?
Oh wow,
That's cool.
Wow.
that's pretty damn intense.
That is impressive.
And, like, somebody had a drone photo of one of the cities, the Rate, today compared to the game, and it's like the same thing. There's like one new building.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Good game.
Ciao for
Good night.
now.
Later.
Night.
Disconnected.